Maybe hang out with Mitchell and others. Maybe others. We'll see. Either way. We'll fuck around. Maybe we'll read. Maybe just play games. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what the world brings upon us today? You here now, you old news. Maybe I'll see if Brandon or whoever wants to hang out. Oh, hello.
Yo, what up?
Mitchell, it's the first of the month. Get up, get up.
I know.
Get up.
Fucking listen to that song like 3 times today, and that's usually is like once a day I listen to a
I
song.
got my, same here. I got my one buddy, he's coming to the concert, him and his wife, so.
Oh, nice.
He's like, what, Bone and them are going to be here? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, hell no, we're going to. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe we'll see you down there.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
So.
It's fucking dope.
Well, fucking Bone, dog.
I know, it's born in Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that Method and Redman?
Yeah, I don't think they're with them technically anymore, but yeah, that was
Oh, yeah.
They were a part of the group. I mean, technically there's like 13, 14 of them in the group.
Oh, jeez.
Like, legitly. The one time I saw them, like I said, like maybe 3 years ago, I think it was like 8 of them still that fuck around. 9 of them.
It's gonna be fucking dope.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I sent the message to Brandon. I don't know if he's gonna come in or not.
Yeah.
It seems like he.
Yeah, I haven't really talked to him.
I don't talk to him as much, but I feel like he needs somebody. He's one of those, like, you know, it's one of those kind of things. Like, no, you probably just let him in. He seems like he's down and shit. Like I said, I'm not trying to talk about that shit necessarily, but just talking to us, I think, will help.
Oh yeah, definitely, because you know you need an outlet.
Well, yeah, especially if you have these bad thoughts, you're isolated, and like you could talk to people like through text and stuff, but it's not the same.
But yeah, exactly, it's not the same as voice chat. Like, what was it? I think last week when I was saying I had petechia.
Yep.
Like, I fucking broke down to my boss, and he just like listened.
Oh yeah, that's me. That's all you can really do. Like,
you fucking dicks. Are you not gonna revive me?
No, like I said, all you can do is if you know someone's down, like if you can't like help them with like monetary or whatever the fuck, just lending an ear or a time, you know, like showing empathy / care. That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm getting at with him. Like, you know what? Because I've seen a couple things he's been posted recently, and it seems like he's all fucking. I'm like, all right, maybe he just needs an outlet to fucking come chat.
Yeah, and plus it doesn't help that he's basically listens to nothing black metal.
Yeah, I mean, I like that too. I mean, I like metal. You know, like I love.
No, black metal.
Oh, I know.
It's like, a whole different thing.
I already know. It's like fucking depressive.
It all sounds like goddamn. Yeah, and it just sounds like damn same to me.
Mm-hmm. I kind of agree in the sense of fucking. Like, I get some of it, but some of it's like, that's kind of unnecessary, right?
Yeah, it just. You know, like, it's just like, what the fuck? The same thing. It's basically like surf rock, although they are one and the same with the guitar. It's just one has distortion, one has reverb.
Sure.
But surf rock is great for longboarding. Don't give a fuck.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, that's kind of why it was made, right? I guess to an extent.
Yeah, land surfing.
Mm-hmm. So, are you on some like medication now for your skin shit or whatever? Or are you?
Oh no! It's cherry angionemia or something like that. It just spots that, you know, as you grow older, they appear.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, oh well, that's good.
Yeah.
But blood tests came back all fine. Everything just, where it needs to be. Potassium, nitrates, white blood cell. It's like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I had one back in January, though.
Still, I mean, the whole point is, at least now you know. Like,
Yeah,
the
and the
thing
funny
is,
thing
it
is,
helps your like. Think about how much stress you got relieved. Like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
if you'd have waited like
yeah,
2 months, 3 months, 4 months, whatever. Like going back to like
I've been
if we had
stressed the
this, I was
entire time.
it's kind of like part of my argument of why we need like universal health care. Like, if you'd have
Hmm.
waited and stressed yourself, like you could have like taken like 5 years off your life or something, just because of all the stress you'd have put yourself through, not knowing and
Yeah, if not
second
less.
guessing everything.
Yeah, are you guys gonna fucking res me or not?
But I got kind of I officially am finished with the law portion of my test, so
Nice.
that's like over 1/4 of like the actual like test done. 39 questions out of 130. And it's the hardest section for me because it's like tedious. Like now, because I'm starting to read like the stock stuff, I'm like, oh, I know this part. Like this part would be like a breeze to read through compared to like the other stuff, where it's very meticulous. I had to read it over to fucking really. I'd have Google up and like, hey Google, fucking explain to me what the fuck they're saying, like in real English terms. Like, oh, I get it, I got you. You can't do that. Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh, and did you check out that YouTube channel, Hampton Law, at all?
Is that the one you sent me? Yeah, I checked it out a little
Yeah.
bit with also, I was supposed to watch something too. Patrick sent me something to watch. Something about China oil. Like, I think he said like China. I think he was saying like China has like 1 million barrels of oil on reserve. So like, because like we're running out of our reserves, and they're like, oh, we are barely tapping into our reserves. So like, we're prepared for this to go a long time. Like, just one of those things. Like, I mean, because I don't really pay attention to this shit, but that's what the thing.
Yeah, I don't pay much attention to economics anymore. I used to.
I do sporadically.
Well, especially when you're in the stock market and investing and shit. Obviously, it's a good idea.
Well, that too, but like honestly, like I tell people, so like I'm not a day trader. Like everything I buy, like at a minimum, I'm holding till 2030.
Dividends.
Well, that too. Like well, that's been this last year. Last year I bought in a lot of the AI shit, and now it's dropping this year. Which I was up a bunch of money, so like it's dropped. So I'm still up relatively good on the AI. So like, I miss.
But it's not really gaining though.
No, it's not gaining. But the thing is, it still has the potential to boom. But because everyone's kind of everyone's pissed because basically all these companies are spending hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars on AI infrastructure. Like they're like, you guys know you guys like are running out of money. Like legitly, like Microsoft, all these big companies, a lot of them are just like
Nvidia.
They're actually the most high. They have the most money because they're like the biggest company in the world.
Oh,
so like
really?
they have the most means.
But the graphics card sucks. Any computer part, avoid Nvidia at all costs.
What do you like, AMD?
Suck. Hell yeah, I've never had a problem with AMD at all. And the funny thing is, like on Steam, there's peer reviews on there, and now you can put your specs. Every fucking time I see a negative review about like crashing, shitty performance, etc., etc.
Sure.
They've always run a NVIDIA graphics card every fucking time.
I mean, technically, I got NVIDIA. I got a Windblight or Windblow or something. Win something. 470.
The 4070.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was one of the top at the time, like 2 years ago. Like I said, I basically overspent for my computer in the sense of like, all right, now I don't got to update.
Future proofing. Yep, exactly.
At least for like 4 or 5 years, it should be fucking.
Oh, fuck that, dude! I am, except for my graphics card that I bought about 4 years ago. Everything, and my motherboard because the old one went out, so I had to buy. But it's pretty much the same exact one.
Yep.
Everything, the RAM, the CPU, everything is pre-COVID, and it can run anything on medium high, at least like the graphics intense ones, like Forza Horizon 6. I'm actually running on max high with some shit max.
When you so that Tuesday we go to the concert, how long are you here in town for?
What do you mean? I took the second off as well, so I can come back to your place for the night, but you gotta drive me back.
That's cool. I want you to fuck around with my computer because you know shit. You could probably fucking make my shit tits.
Oh god,
my shit's just basic probably because I haven't done nothing with the computer so long. I forgot how to do all these things, so I just need someone to show me.
Yeah, I can show you. I can give you good websites, good part recommendations, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
it's it's easy once you know how. It's like just like anything. Once you know how to do it, it's fairly easy.
And my
It's
point
more
is
about
always,
the compatibility.
sure, people always like, you could YouTube or whatever, which is true, but like, I don't want to fuck around the first time. Like, I want to see it, like, and hear, like, I want someone to do it, explain to me, like, okay, this is what you're doing, and here's why you're doing it.
You're a visual learner. You're a
Yes,
visual learner.
which is good for the YouTube stuff, but like, if say, because these things are expensive, like, I don't want to fuck around with a $3,000 fucking fuck up. Like, if it was like a $50 fuck up, sure. You know, I'd fuck around with that, but like, this is too expensive for me to fuck around with.
Yeah.
Personally, like I said. But
oh yeah, I'll definitely take a look and see recommendations. But the one thing I'm not good at is wire management. You know, like taking away wires and hiding them and shit. It's like, I don't give a fuck. It's a computer. Don't give a fuck.
No, I mean, mine's pretty. I mean, my wires are pretty. You don't see too many of them. I'm pretty good about that. At least, like, all my shit's in the back, because my shit's in the back right corner of the room. So, like, this, like, the only cords you see are my fucking, like, mouse, keyboard shit. Like, the stuff that are on my table.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, you don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't like wireless mouses.
I mean, I have one, but anytime I try to put it, like, anytime I take the thing off the fucking cord, it doesn't work. I don't know what the fuck's problem is. Like, it was wireless for a while, and then it stopped being wireless. It's weird. And my pad was supposed to be like a wireless fucking, like, I could, like, the cord that I have plugged in my mouse, I was supposed to be able to plug into my mat. And my mat was supposed to be able to charge my mouse, like, as it, you know, on it.
Or like a wireless.
Yeah. Like I said, I know it can do, and like it did for a while, and then something, like I said, once my computer got fucked up and fixed, like since then, like it stopped working with my mouse. I don't know why.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe it's got to be something with your motherboard. And you're running Windows 11, I'm guessing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know the UI for Windows 11 at all, but I'm going to guess it's roughly the same because, you know, Windows are roughly the same with control panel and all that shit.
Sure.
But they keep on, like, every 6 months, I'm like, oh, it's taking a while to you know, like, log in. I'm like, I know it's coming. Upgrade to Windows 11. No, go fuck yourself. Not until I absolutely necessarily have to. Like, the only reason why I upgraded from 7 to 10 was because Forza Horizon 3, because it needed DirectX 12. And DirectX 12 is only available on 10 and 11. It's like, until I actually need it and knew, like, not infrastructure, god damn it. Something. Interface until like hardware and shit like needs it. It's like I'm not going to, but I don't see, because, you know, AI and quantum computers, I don't really see the consumer really jumping leaps and bounds like it used to.
Probably not. I mean, I feel like
gaming.
I'm saying once quantum takes over, that's going to be the next huge leap, I would assume.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be expensive for decades. Just like when computers came out, like in 1950s or some shit. When the first hard drive weighed over 4 tons, it was only 5 megabytes in size. I was like, what the actual fuck? 5 megabytes?
So the biggest quantum. So like this company from Minnesota is called This company from Minnesota is called Skywater Technology, right? It's supposed to be like about clean water and shit, right?
Yeah.
They just signed a massive deal with IonQ, which is the leading quantum computing technology company in the world. Probably to supply them with like clean water to keep their shit cool, or, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the thing is, like, at least
I can imagine are being very delicate. It needs like pure just H2O.
Well, that, and I'm thinking that maybe they're trying not to fucking suck up all the fucking goddamn
water.
That too, but just not be fucking nasty water too, like not be sludgy and shit. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like they're not trying to hurt the ecosystem. Yeah, that kind of shit. Yeah. So like maybe they're gonna work with this water purifying kind of shit to be like, hey, at least when we use all the water, it'll be clean water when we pump it back out instead of fucking be like the data center shit.
Yeah, the fucking heavy metal contaminant bullshit.
Dude, I'm telling you, I done fucked up. So that Skywater, 2 years ago, I thought about buying them. It was like $7 a share. Now it's like $35. I could fucking find.
Oh damn, that's a nice fucking return. Holy!
But I didn't get it. I didn't pull the trigger, and now it's gonna go bigger because of this acquisition.
Damn.
It's one of those like.
Well, then it's time to buy. Then it's time to buy right now. It may be expensive, but buy a couple shares, maybe.
Yeah, it's $32. I mean, maybe it's just not a part of my dividend plan. That's the only thing. Is like earlier this year, it was $8.50. So yeah, it's way the fuck up. It's like
it's like fucking Bitcoin when it first started. Like I knew what it was for the most part, but it was like I forgot how low it is. But now I would be like a multi-millionaire, like 100, but I didn't have any job or any income to buy any. And plus, I was skeptical because, like, what the fuck is this?
No, I still don't rep Bitcoin. I fucking hate Bitcoin.
I fucking hate cryptocurrency.
I do too.
I fucking hate it.
I agree.
But I gotta piss really bad. Be right back.
All right. Yeah, SkyTech. Signed a huge deal with them, huh? FC approves acquisition. That's crazy. I should have pulled the trigger on this bitch. And they're from Minnesota. That was the other reason why I always want them. I try to get all the Minnesota companies. I gotta buy Medtronic eventually too. Let's see if I can watch this. How long is this China video?
Oh no! Oh no! My ring.
So, you remember at the start of the Iran war, everyone said there was this oil shot coming that was going to basically blow up the whole world.
World fears an oil
we'll wait for Mitchell to show back up. Let me see if I can share this bitch to him. I wish I could have it like how I want it to be in my brain. And maybe Mitch can help me with that too. Oh, this guy take over here? Oh man, I'm gonna lose. I couldn't even take my little area over. I thought this was needed protection. It was way up here anyways. I don't play this map often. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Late night chilling like a villain with penicillin. Well, when it's my turn. When you do the right things, when you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all. That is a good deal. That's a good quote. If your enemy is making a mistake, don't interrupt them. That was one of those old fucking Asian people. Confucius, maybe, or something like that. Right. China is run by engineers. America is run by lawyers. I don't know if that's 100% true, but we're definitely ran by lawyers. Probably not the best thing, but I get why. So what the hell is this little fucker? This guy tried to fuck on me this whole team. You trying to fuck on me? You can keep those two for now. Sky key. Should have missed out on that one. Oust. That's another one I fucking missed out on. What are you at? 39. I could have bought you at 6. 6 times. Done fucked up there. Yeah, $5, $6. Up until May of 2025, that's when it started going up.
All right, I'm black.
You're black, huh?
Oh, god damn, that's a horrible noise. I need to put the 3-in-1 oil. Open the window, it just screeches. The rubber just screeches to get the metal.
Yeah.
Ugh. It is a horrible noise.
Oh, shit. Well, I got the video up if you want to watch the China one with me, I suppose. I'll put it at 1.25.
So, you remember at the start of the Iran war, everyone said there was this
and guess
oil
what?
shot
My
coming that was
coworker,
gonna
she thought of a
basically blow
funny
up the whole
name for
world.
me because she likes to call me like Michelin Man and shit like that, which
Sure.
no problem. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She decided to call me, oh, I remember the name, Mitch McConnell. I instantly looked at her. I looked at her, gave her the death stare, and be like, in front of my manager too, took the spat and be like, never fucking call me that again.
Right. First off,
It's
I'm
like,
alive.
aw.
I'm alive. Mitch McConnell's probably
Yeah.
not. We'll start with there.
Yeah. And plus, I'm not a gigantic piece of shit like he is.
I don't think you want to cut everyone's health care. No, that's nice. That's a nice.
No.
You know, all that kind of shit.
Feed me poor people.
I know, right?
I wish there was more replayability to Escape from Ever After.
It doesn't replay.
I mean, there's a... No, because it's a shitty story RPG like Paper Mario is.
Okay. So at least it's fun with Final Fantasies and shit that you get to fucking replay them and get new dialogue, new experience and stuff. You know.
Well, the newer ones, but the older ones, it was about like, all right, I did this challenge, let's do this challenge.
Sure.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah, that's like
especially on 8.
Yeah.
No, like different challenges, like on 8, like no junction, no magic.
Oh yeah. You can do that.
Don't
Yeah.
level up.
Yeah, there's like no magic, no whatever. Yep.
And I don't care what people say. Final Fantasy VIII was my favorite. I love the junction.
I know a lot of people don't. I haven't played that one. That's one of the few I haven't played. Like I said, I want to buy the whole pack. Like, let me see. Sometimes Steam will have it on deal. I didn't have my credit card last time, but like you can get like the first 6 games for like $30, $20 sometimes.
Oh, it's only $12 right now. It's not even on sale. What the hell there?
Which is weird. Well, it's funny too if you think about it, because like this game's fucking like 25, 30 years old. I don't know how it costs more than like $5.
Yeah. Well, this is the original one, not the remastered bullshit one from released in 2013.
Oh, you don't like? See, like the Final Fantasy X remaster was pretty good. I like that one.
Oh yeah, the HD, but the 8 they fucked a lot of shit up.
What do they do?
It was they flipped his hair the wrong way. The remastered visuals were just ugly in general. They were just
shitty,
horrible. The music was totally not the original.
Is this Do you think the new one's gonna be good? The Renaissance? I keep seeing that now pop up on my PlayStation. I see it here now.
What? The Renaissance?
There's gonna be a new
Final Fantasy?
Yeah, it's coming out in October.
Oh.
It's called Final Fantasy Renaissance. It's a pixelated art. It says evolved from the classic roots. Travel companions bound and called Division 8 in your battle. So it looks like it's supposed to be like a old school style game, like look and feel. Oh, it kind of looks like here. Let me show this. I'll show this to you. You'll want to watch because you'll appreciate this at least. Hold on. Where are you? Right here. Let me know when you're on.
All right,
because this actually looks kind of cool.
Oh, it's gonna be like a tactics almost.
Kind of, but it's like you'll see the art style though.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty damn cool.
No, like
Black
this, though.
mages.
Like this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm saying you'll appreciate this. It's kind of like this style, like art and stuff. It's like a cross between 3D and fucking pixelated 2D.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's
Yeah.
old, but it's new. Like.
But the backgrounds are new, but the characters are all old.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
Bahamut.
I know. I'm saying this. Game actually-
Bahamut. Oh,
Bahamut,
that's
yeah,
fucking
I don't know.
dope.
People say it all different.
Bahamut. Bahamut.
But either way, I don't know. I might have to get this game. This game might actually be good. I mean, I probably won't get it right away to see what people say.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, dude. It's the first time I ever actually watched a commercial.
Oh, one of the trailers.
Or a
is
trailer, yeah. What do you want to call it? I'm guessing each one of these
this
things.
looks fucking dope. Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
see
brought.
that-
Oh, Iron Giant.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate Iron Giants.
Yeah, I was saying
Always
it
a
looks
bitch.
like a fucking 90s, 2000s game. Just
What the fuck?
fat
What the
chocobo.
fuck?
Look like a fat chocobo.
Yeah, I put a spaceship. That's fucking.
I know.
All right, this looks fucking dope.
See?
But yeah, let's see what the reviews are.
Yeah, I gotta give it M plus. Usually when games
Ooh,
come out, they're always
Shiva.
buggy and shit too.
But Square Enix, they're pretty good at not having bugs. Oh, wait,
Well,
wait,
also-
wait, wait,
well,
wait,
also-
wait. Go back, go back.
Also,
go
this
back.
is not a. I don't think it's online. I'll have to double
About
check.
right there. Yeah,
Here's Shiva.
there's Shiva.
What's his name?
There's Odin.
Odin, yeah, that's the name.
Okay, that's Odin. Odin was the shit on 8. Gilgamesh was good. He was the upgraded one. Oh. Alright. That looks pretty fucking dope.
Like I said, I've been seeing it a lot on the PlayStations and shit. That's what.
Ooh, the light. The Warrior of Light. Oh, gross. They got lightning. Oh, Noctis.
Oh yeah, I'm guessing they got every.
Oh,
game.
so it's spanning across every game. That's pretty damn. Squall! Fuck yeah.
And there's Terra, Cloud, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Marlboros, those were
Those are
the
the worst.
worst in 8.
they're the worst. In every
Oh,
fucking game,
bad
dude.
breath.
Yeah,
Bad
that's always what
breath.
it is. Like, hey, do you want to just
It's
be
like-
fucked right away? Here, I got you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you want to be confused? All your party members be confused so you can't run away and you all have death counters on? Fun! Awesome! Go fuck
Go
yourself!
fuck yourself. I know, right? It's so
I
true.
probably, in 8, probably my entire lifetime, and I beat that game like 10 times and played a majority of it countless times. I think I beat probably 3 or 4 of them just because I got the drop on them somehow.
Yeah. Upgrade, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a digital upgrade. Who gives a fuck
I know. I'm
about
trying to see
that?
because, like I said, they haven't been having it recently where they have the bundle pack.
Yeah, cause yeah.
Like I said, it used to be like you get the first fucking 6 games for not too bad. Because I don't want to pay like $10-$20 every fucking game. Because I haven't played like. any
Well,
of-
click on Final Fantasy. No. Click on Final Fantasy right now. Just click on it. No. On the store page.
Oh.
You know, Final Fantasy. No, go back. Final Fantasy. Click on it.
What do you
The
mean?
game. The game. Click on
This
down
one?
one.
Oh,
down one.
The first one.
Yeah. Now scroll down. There it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The
70
bundle.
74. Yeah. Sometimes you'll find it for like $30.
Oh,
Because sometimes they'll get it like half off. So whatever it is.
you can't.
So $50 maybe.
Oh,
That's what I'm waiting for. It'll be $50 again.
yeah.
What is it? 1, 2,
Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6.
No, it's more than
It's
1,
one-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's just wallpaper. So 6
Yeah.
of them, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prior to the.
That's what I
PlayStation.
figured. Digital.
Yeah, so did I. That's what I thought it was too. Because yeah, I played Final Fantasy 6. That's the only one I played all the old. But I've heard that
I played a little bit of 3.
I've heard that 4 and I think 2 are supposed to be pretty good, like story wise.
Oh, 3 was pretty good gameplay wise. I think that was the highest rated one.
Okay,
Kafka,
I like.
yeah,
Kefka.
Kefka is
Yeah.
from 5,
Si-
right?
6.
Oh, the Mad Bomber, right? Yeah,
That's my
Ted
favorite game.
Kaczynski. Ted Kaczynski, essentially.
He's fucking well. It's one of those too. Like it's a tragic story in the sense of like he was crazy, but
Yeah.
like he was kind of forced to be crazy. They put fucking magic shit on him and kind of warped his
Oh,
mind from
like a
his
psych.
whole life.
Oh,
Kind of thing. So like he was kind of warped from the very beginning to be like, yeah, I'm better than everyone and I'm powerful. This.
God complexed.
Yep, and then he becomes God. Like that was literally his whole goal, to fucking just destroy the world so he can become God. So I mean, like, yeah, like, oh, dude, So the other day, in one of like Patrick's groups or whatever the fuck, somebody was talking about like everything just needs to die, blah blah blah, because everything sucks, the world's unfixable, all this kind of shit, right?
Yeah,
And I literally go, there's a whole game called Final Fantasy X that has a whole character based on that whole thought process, right? Like, he's not,
just needs to restart.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, but we don't say that fucking Seymour Guado is the fucking hero of the game.
Good guy.
Yeah, like,
yeah, fuck that.
Overall, I always say, like, I understand the point. Like, if things do suck, but like I would say, like,
Exterminatus.
Well, just my point is, like, how are you gonna tell someone else that wants to live that they can't live or whatever? Like, it's one of those, like, I get what you're saying, but there's a whole other fucking world of people that all have their own beliefs and things. Like, your one action shouldn't be able to dictate to everyone, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like they're really depressed because honestly, first thing when I get depressed is like I want to watch the world burn depression, not the standard boo-hoo, I'm crying depression.
Well, yeah, it's one of those if I'm hurting,
the anger, hatred.
Yeah, if I'm hurting, everyone's gonna go down with me. And I always say, to an extent, I get the idea. Like, I get, like, if you feel like that for like a moment,
that's me.
It's just one of those, like, if you feel like that for the moment, sure, but like if you're trying to like really trying to make those things true or whatever the fuck, it's like, no.
Yeah, because like the Brandenburg versus Supreme Court, there is no potential or merit to it.
Yep. Yeah, that's key.
It's just one of those things you just say.
Sure. But like I always try to preface too, like, people forget, like, you put it on social media or whatever the fuck, dude.
Yeah, I don't have social media. Fuck that. Yeah.
Well, I know, but people, like, I'm saying, like, so he's typing this shit off social media.
I used
Facebook,
to. Yeah, I used to.
It
gets you on watch lists.
If not, it's potential. I'm saying, like, it's one of those. It's the potential of it. Like, okay, like, we all know what the fuck's gonna happen with this dude, right? When they go, the FBI knew this guy was crazy. Yeah, we all knew.
No, bitch, I'm just depressed.
No, that too, but you heard about the parent got sentenced to fucking basically life in jail for the one kid that their kid was a school shooter. And so the thing is,
you gotta be more specific.
I can't remember which one it is. I can't remember which one it is. The whole story is basically, so this dad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That was like the latest main school. I can't remember who, but yeah, and then they text him and shit. And he's like, I did something bad or some bullshit.
Yeah, but yeah, the dad just got sentenced
and they got
to
acquitted.
Life. No,
dad did?
No, the dad just got sentenced to life.
Oh damn!
Yesterday or 2 days ago, because they're saying, like, dude,
shit,
you fucking
really?
bought a kid that we all knew, like, everybody in the world knew this kid was fucking crazy.
You're an accessory to murder, essentially.
Basically, they gave him murder for every fucking kid that he killed. It was like 8 of them. So he got 8 15-year life sentences.
Yeah, but the mother got off scot-free.
Maybe, because I didn't hear nothing about her. I just saw the dad, so it could have been. Because I don't think the mom bought it. The dad literally bought the gun. Like, here's your AR-15. It's like, you gave somebody unstable.
Oh, it was AR-15. Oh, the one I'm thinking of was from a pistol that he snuck out, and then the parents was like, "Pistol's missing. Did you take it?" Like, don't do what I think you're gonna do. And then school shooting happened, but I don't.
It's an Appalachia high school shooter.
Appalachia. Hold on. Let me see. Oops. Watch stream, not open voice.
He killed 2 kids and 2 teachers.
Hold on.
I got you.
Stream paused. All right. Let me see the stream. I want to see if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Hold on. Let me get it the right one. Man who gave his son the gun.
Oh, 15 years in prison.
Oh, I thought it was 15 per. Oh, maybe I misheard it. I was listening to the judge give the sentence. I thought he said 15 per person, but maybe not.
Bro, hold on. Jericho says life in prison while possibly roll. The fuck? School shooting is 45. Yeah, Colt Gray does not ring a bell.
Neither do I. Or yeah, they kind of cover that up.
Yeah. Well, it's actually a good thing,
I know,
to be honest,
copy,
that they
yeah.
do, because the copycat.
I know. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like, just saying like, they kind of kept this one under the rugs compared to other ones. Usually these are always fucking mass news.
Well, because not Democrats, but the Republicans are trying hard to sweep it under the rug so people don't call for gun control.
Sure.
Which obviously there should be the red flag, but they should be tighter restraint.
That's what I keep trying. I keep bringing that conversation.
Like I shouldn't honestly be able to buy a gun regardless, just because I've been in the hospital. My depression's on my records. Like, yeah, well, at least I'm not going to be a threat to other people. They think, oh yeah, if at worst he kills himself, whatever. Blah blah blah. It's like, what about the people that are around me that are traumatized? Have you ever thought about that layer, bitch? And also the goddamn mess to clean or something.
So fucked up.
Yeah, really.
Colt Gray, who was 14 at the time of the shooting, had shown signs of deteriorating mental health in the weeks leading up to the killings, according to testimony.
Oh yeah, that's apparent neglect. That's neglect.
He already belonged to a true crime community online, where he and other young people discussed their obsession with mass murder. Yeah, apparently this guy had like the shrine to the Parkland shooter. Like whoever that guy was, I can't remember his name. The guy that did the Parkland shooting. He had like a fucking shrine, like a Jesus thing. Like, hey.
Oh wow, like, that's fucked up.
I'm just saying, like the parents.
That's more fucked up than Columbine.
Oh, the reason why. So the mom doesn't live there. That's why she got nothing. She was separated from Colin Gray. She argued with her estranged husband week before the shooting, asked him to secure his guns and restrict their son's. Yeah, basically the mom was the mom was like, dude, your kid's nuts. Get that fucking shit away from him, and he didn't listen.
Yeah.
I'm saying no. The dad fucking deserves all of this. Like honestly.
Oh yeah. Fuck
and again,
that.
it goes down
years.
to red flag laws. Like honestly, we should have the mental background checks and all this shit. Like nobody, not every. I always equate it to like driving. Like everybody has a right to drive, but not everybody has the actual right to drive.
Yep.
Like we understand. Like we got to restrict this from certain motherfuckers because they don't know what they're doing or how to do it or whatever the fuck. You know, like.
Oh yeah, I live on a busy exit 45 where you're gonna come off of when you come pick me up. Or wait, the last time did you get off of exit 41 by Walmart?
Nope.
Then you got by 45 where Love's is.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You're gonna. God damn, the fucking semi drivers there are fucking.
Dude, it's gross. Sick.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just one of those things. And then like we've been open for a while, so a bunch of old people come over to reminisce and shit. Yeah, whatever. All right. But I see these fuckers come out driving with walkers and canes. Like cane is a gray area, but if you gotta have a walker, you come on a driver's seat. Fuck you, unless you injured. But even still, fuck you. You do not deserve to drive because you do not have full control over your feet.
There's this old couple, dude, and yesterday, like, they got cussed out by like 5 people because they parked, and they parked like in 2-3 spots, and it's like bingo's busy, so like we need every spot, like every spot needs to be taken.
Yeah.
And so like this guy's like, "There's no spots. Who's this car?" Like after like the 4th person, they finally moved it and tried to move it to the right spot, but it's like these people should not be driving, dude. They're like, they're like 90, 80, they're high 80s. What the fuck, dude? It's like, I'm not trying to say anything like bad for you overall, but like, no.
But yeah, you don't have the ability. Like you no longer have the coordination,
the reaction speed. Like, dude,
yeah,
I can only imagine. I mean, not to be mean, but that's also why they fucking drive 15 miles per hour on the highway because they don't have reaction speed and shit to be like, oh shit, stop, I gotta go.
All right, so get this. All right, so there's this regular at our place. She has a nice caddy.
Mm-hmm.
She drives. She parks just perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how old she is?
68.
Fuck no, way higher.
Oh, like 88.
Higher.
Oh, like 90s. I'm 94.
94. Yeah, 94, and she's with it in like the late 60s, early 70s cognitive with her brains. Like, damn, you are an outlier.
What was it called?
Where it's like, damn, you're 94 and you could drive like this, and you have this pristine car. Fuck yeah!
Old man Roger at
she's
the
the
bar.
sweetest girl.
He fucking is old as fuck. He can drive.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like he drives slow, so like when he parks, it's slow. But guess what? He backs it, and it's perfect. The only thing is, he has no depth perception. So like, luckily, he hits that big curb thing, and the the boop.
Oh, don't like. All right, I felt that. All right,
Yep,
that's time to stop.
Yep. Yeah, he'll do that. Like that's his only problem. He just
Yeah,
can't
but
tell.
depth perception is really important to car driving. Judging distance.
Sure, of course. Yeah, and also I was gonna say, this parent is actually the second parent to ever be charged with their kid's murder. In 2021, Ethan and James Crumley were the first parents for the Michigan Oxford high school shooter.
I think that's the one I was thinking of. I think.
Okay. So yeah, this is the second.
That sounds familiar, vaguely familiar.
It was the same thing. They basically gifted their crazy kid fucking a gun and go, hey,
Yeah.
what the fuck,
Yeah, both parents. Yeah, I think that was the one.
Because yeah, like I said, it makes perfect sense to me, dude. Like I said, I'm all for fucking red flag laws. I don't know how people don't want this. So I'm always like, the Second Amendment, like, dude, not to be mean, but fuck the Second Amendment if it's.
Yeah, fuck the Second Amendment.
But that's the reason why. Like, I get there's a reason for it, but like, if your reason is just allow fucking crazy people to have
firearms, guns, blah 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 blah, toxic masculinity bullshit. That's basically what it boils. It's like I like guns on a mechanical standpoint and on a shooting range. They're fun. They're relaxing for the most part. Just because when you're aiming down the sights at that target, nothing else matters at that point other than you and that target and those sights. It's peaceful, it's coming. But also, red flag because also, I would,
Well, yeah, it's not that hard. I mean, it's one of those things I always say, like, this shouldn't really be an issue, right? Like, we should understand that.
No, it shouldn't.
Like, crazy people shouldn't have things that kill people, right? Like, it's not that wild of a statement, but it seems to be.
Well, my favorite preferred method of self-defense is actually can kill people, but it's a blunt object. The collapsible riot batons.
Sure.
The ones you flick out.
Yep.
Dude, as soon as somebody tries to fuck with you and you flick that out, they think twice. Because those things will break bone.
Oh, yeah, they'll fuck you up. Oh, did you see Did you see that even the Trump's DOJ dropped the charges on the reflecting pool guy that they said cut the reflecting pool? They even his own Department of Justice had to be like, no, it was just incompetence when it was put together.
Or the reflecting pool.
Yeah, remember all that shit? He arrested that fucking Marine guy, saying that the Marine.
But
it wasn't cut by him. It was just literally fucking Trump's a loser, and hired shitty people to do it.
I vaguely the reflecting pool incident, but I don't remember.
They spent like $15 million to get the reflecting pool updated and whatever, right?
Oh.
And then but the big problem was per se is that he gave the contract to like one of his good friends, one of those, oh, you know me, right? Yeah. So he gave the contract to his buddy, and then the buddy fucking sucked at his job basically and fucked it up. And not even just that. That's part of it, but also Trump and them. They drove cars on it like a day after it was done. Like
what? It didn't even let it cure? What the fuck?
Yeah, just shit like that.
Obviously.
So I'm saying like part of it was probably like the people sucked at doing it. The other part is he's just an idiot, like.
Shit.
So
he's an idiot that should be dead by all medical
So once
reason.
they put the water back in, the water fucking peeled apart the bottom of the fucking pool. The liner part.
No, collapsed.
Well, it's the liner, like, it wasn't sealed right and shit, and then it had a crack probably from the driving, so water got underneath. So, like I said, parts of the bottom of the pool were peeling up. And he tried to say a former Marine dude went in there with snorkeling gear at night one day and slashed a 300-foot hole with a knife at the bottom of the pool. That was his claim.
What? Yeah. What, with a knife? Yeah, piercing concrete. It'll scratch the surface.
Just a liner. That's what they're talking about. But that's not even it. So that's their story. So then, like after that happened, remember all the algae that was in the pool and shit. Remember all that whole story and shit? Where
oh my god,
it gets better.
How fucking dumb is Oh my god.
So Republican people started going to the reflecting pool to get rid of the algae. Their stupid ass started
Yeah.
putting chlorine
Oh, yeah,
into a
yeah.
pond, right? Which made the bottom reflecting pool chunks came up way more because you're not supposed to have chlorine in the fucking, like. So
No.
just everything they've done with this is just literally just everything has been worse. Like nothing's gotten better, like in a
Jesus
nutshell.
Christ.
And it's costed us $15,
All right.
$20 million.
Yeah, well, that's. But I just had to be glad. I may have been a failure at life. Don't have many accomplishments. Dead end job and all that other etc. bullshit. But at least I'm not a mega fucking Republican that dumps
Right.
chlorine into a fucking pool.
And thinks you're solving the issue. That's the funny part. It's like,
Yeah.
and they thought like, oh, we're gonna solve the algae. Algae can't live with this kills it, right? Yeah, it does. However, it also kills a lot more. Like.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was a
Jesus
shooting,
fucking Christ.
multiple dead in Twin Falls,
Cool.
Idaho, at an In-N-Out burger today.
Oh wow, In-N-Out burger. That is probably like a Waffle House.
I can't. Well, it's in Idaho, so I don't even know if they have Waffle Houses up there.
Yeah, no shit. It's Idaho.
That's
It's
what
like
I'm just saying,
Wyoming. It's like there's like no populace. So why? Just a one-off. It was a one-off thing. I guarantee.
If I were to, I guarantee you, if I were to randomly look up if this state is a net contributor to the government or a net intaker, I bet they intake.
Yeah, it's Idaho. It's not Idaho. It's Idaho.
Right. You know, it's funny those. I don't even think they make the most potatoes.
No, they're just species of it. And it's
Sure.
like baked potatoes.
You know,
Idaho.
So Wisconsin. So Wisconsin is number 1 in cheese. Who's number 2 in cheese?
Hell if I know. Hell if I care.
It's
Hell if I care
California.
for Wisconsin.
But here's what's funny too, though. Idaho is the 3rd producer of cheese.
Idaho.
Yeah, they're the
third.
They're
Really?
the 3rd biggest producer of cheese.
Well, actually, that doesn't surprise me. They probably do have a lot of dairy farms.
Sure, it's just one of those things you just never hear or think of. But like one day I was looking up something for whatever stupid reason.
Oh, just a random piece of trivia.
So somebody said something like,
I want.
Well, good, because I was looking, because I was telling people like California makes more cheese. Actually, I think California makes more cheese than actually Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's number 2 technically, but because everyone thinks Wisconsin's for cheese, and I was like, no, well, number 1's fucking California. They're like, no, the fuck. So I looked it up, and then I looked it up. I saw that. I saw the other answer. I'm like, oh wait, who's number 3? Idaho. What the fuck? Who would have ever thought?
Yeah,
I would have thought Wisconsin or Minnesota or Iowa
Minnesota easily,
or something like that. Like.
But I got a piss really bad. I'll be right back. Fucking Idaho.
Fucking Idaho. Oh, we're doing another fake ceasefire. Agreed to pause attacks on Iran amid talks over parameters of deal. This is only like the 58th time. The 58th time we've had a ceasefire.
Play this game.
We've just been asked by Iran and other Middle Eastern countries to hold off attacks. Don't be a piece of shit. Okay. Do 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 do. I just fuck on black. We'll see what happens. Ugh, I was hoping to get a cash in case he brings us down. I could have. Nope. President says we're locked and loaded and ready to go to fight again. Yeah, we're always ready to fight. Fucking stupid. And then we got this nonsense in Israel, Gaza. Silly, silly, silly. Just always gotta be warm with people. An avalanche. Avalanche in Pakistan, damn, killed 9 people. Huge upgrade. Trump launches a new service to get early access to his True Social posts, which provide market information, allows people to insider trading. What the fuck? How is this even a thing? It only costs $100,000 a month. It costs you $100,000 a month to make hundreds of millions of dollars. Oh wow, he didn't bring his shit down? I'm really surprised. I should put them all there. I got 4 over here. He didn't bring them down, so I don't gotta worry about that shit. Meow? Hey, other mother, where are you? Oh, you're up here now. Oh, now you're down there. Pick a spot. Pick a lane. Pick a lane, other mother. Yes, you pretty. Yes, you the other mother. Seriously, it's fucking wild. Insider trading shit, and it's just fucking... People will defend it always. That's... Martha Stewart told me so. Insider trading's illegal. That's true. That is true. Trump breaks with Gianna Piero on reflecting pool damage. Pure case of vandalism, I bet. After the $14 million no bid contractor installed it. What a fucking loser. Let's see what Trump people say. I knew they did it without his knowledge because there's no way he can ever accept a loss. It's so funny. My question is, if the DOJ has boatloads of evidence like Trump says, why wasn't it presented in cases of court? I'm just reading fucking Republicans trying to see what they say about. It says Trump breaks with Gianna Piero on reflecting. It was pure case of vandalism because basically his own DOJ fucking told him to fuck off. Like this is not, and just seeing what they're fucking saying is just silly.
I don't care. I'm just at the point. If you're a Republican, you're a piece of shit at this point. If you're a Democrat, you're a sheep. And fucking today on TV. Guess what I saw? An ad for the Labor Party. It's like the Labor Party has, I think, won once.
Well,
maybe.
Labor Party's not in America. That's for like Europe. So I don't know why you saw that.
No. The Labor America Party, like the Libertarians and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it definitely was not a European ad.
What the fuck?
I was like, I'm glad you get your name out there, but odds are against you. You're just wasting your money. But I guess because libertarians, they're pretty much truthful for the most part, so they have to use what they're using.
To an extent.
Yeah. I mean, I trust them the most.
Well, I feel like that's only because they never had power. Like, if they've had power, I bet you would trust them a lot less. Kind of thing.
Yeah, well, that is a good point.
Because once you get power, people change. And we'll see what the fuck
happens.
Yep,
you abuse it. Look at Stalin.
I mean, look at
prime
anybody.
example.
Just anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's why communism can't work or any of those things. Like,
yep.
in theory,
communes work.
Like,
communism works. perfectly.
In theory, sure.
On
Like,
paper, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
it's people ran, which means people are gonna abuse it. Like that's always
Yeah,
the
because
issue.
people aren't predictable.
So like, as a liberalish guy, I've been arguing a lot with because that's the new big like infighting is the DSA, the Democratic Socialists. Like, do we want a lot of these people? Because these people like kind of are Democrats, but like they didn't vote for Kamala like during this last election. Like they will cost you elections. You know, like they don't give a fuck. You know.
Oh yeah.
They don't have an allegiance for real, kind of thing. You know. So are they really on your side?
Yeah.
I don't know. And they probably aren't.
And plus, also the Labor Party, the Libertarians are very different on each one of their views, regardless.
Sure. Yeah, there's no unifying. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's no unifying thing other than people should be people. And let me tell you, I've seen many sovereign citizens are fucking dumb. It's like you live in the land, imaginary borders, yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's philosophy bullshit. But you live in the country and you got to abide by their rules and their laws.
Well, the thing is, rule of law and like norms and institutions is how you get societies to actually be ran. Like,
yeah.
Like if you don't, if someone says, I'm just going to murder you because I don't give a fuck what the law says or whatever the fuck, like how you can't have a society. You just can't, you know, like, not a functioning one, at least, you know, like,
it's going to be a Fallout archaic.
Well, eventually it goes back. Then he goes back to shitty people are going to get the power, right? Because that's what
power
always
vacuums.
Yeah,
and that's always look at Africa.
Saying, like, even
look at
so,
South
like
America.
So like the other thing I try to fight on with a lot of people in general, like, so I equate the Democratic Socialists or like Communist Party or whatever, like the shit that's going on with the Dems, like the far left. It's basically populism, which is basically the same thing as MAGA, and it's not good. Like that's kind of what I'm trying to argue. Like you guys are just a cult. You're just the left wing version of MAGA. So like, I don't want you either. Like, people are like, this shit's popular. I'm like, yeah, well, the shit that MAGA's saying is fucking popular to them too. Doesn't mean it's fucking right. You know, like,
you know, like critical thinking is important.
Well, yeah, it's just one of those like, well, we could win. It's like, yeah, but like, at what cost? If you become the evil that you're fucking trying to destroy, like, are you fucking good? I don't think so. You know, like, that's how I would argue it. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, just that's a little bit what's.
I fucking hate both sides, but it's lesser of two evils, I guess. At this point, like turning a douche sandwich.
Right. Well, I mean, I just feel like, at least as of right now, the Dems at least are trying to help people, and I'll give them credit for that.
Yeah.
Like, I hear Dems talking about having universal health care. I ain't heard no Republican ever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm saying, like, just on like something like that alone, like, I gotta give them props. At least they're trying. Like, you know, everyone's always like, you just want free shit. It's like, no, I just want my tax dollars to go to the right things, like, or be.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, like,
not a fucking cop seeing an intersection where nobody fucking speeds.
Or, dude, like, we just with the whole big ugly bill thing, we fucking jumped ICE from like $15 billion to $80 billion. Like,
really?
Yeah, that's how much their budget went up. They get more than like they're like the 5th highest military spending in the world by themselves. Just ICE.
That's not military. That's fucking straight up fucking tyranny.
I know. I'm
tyranny.
No, I get what you're saying. But I'm just saying, but like their money or how much they equate to the fucking budget or whatever. $80 billion now. That's fucking crazy.
Something.
But my point is, so we couldn't have money to pay teachers. We couldn't have money to help with healthcare, whatever the fuck, right? But we had $65 billion to go roam the streets and do fucking Gestapo like shit, you know, like. I'm just saying, like, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, there's money. It's just I want it to be spent better, you know, like.
Yeah.
And again, I preface, instead of lowering taxes, we should be raising taxes on rich people, like 2%, like I said, every like 5-10 million or whatever the fuck. You know?
Yeah, but here's the thing: you got to close the loopholes.
That's part of it. No, I would the biggest loophole thing I would which would also affect regular
Cayman
people.
Islands.
Well, not even that, but no, that's part of it too. But this also affects regular people, like even like me. Like I own a house, right? Technically, because I paid off like $50,000 on my house, I can take a loan out against my house and get $50,000. Now, like Elon, because he's rich as fuck, he was able to take out a loan for $44 billion to buy X Twitter and make his own. You know, like they can do it. They can do it on a crack scale. So I'm saying like it would affect like someone like me because I wouldn't be able to take that $50,000 loan or whatever the fuck 40,000. But on the grand scale, if Elon and these people, because the whole point is people are always like, if you have like even like me with my stocks, right? Like it's unrealized gains. I haven't made $1 because I haven't cashed out, right? And that's what they say about Elon, whoever.
Yeah.
Right? But like, if I'm able to take a loan out for my stocks and use my stock as collateral, well, I just made that fake money into real money, right? So like, that's the loophole I want to stop.
That makes sense.
That's the loophole shit I want to stop, because like
Tommy Boy, what Tommy Boy did, essentially.
Yeah, it's it's literally just a loophole. It's fucking.
What if I put my stock, give you my stocks as collateral to give us company. A huge,
Yep. Yeah, that's basically
what
I'm saying. That's what rich people do. That's the loophole that I really want to stop because like because if it's unrealized gains and we can't tax this money because it's not real money, which I agree with. That's probably what it should be. Well, then you shouldn't be able to take the not realized money and make it become real in a form of a loan that you can use. You know, like I said, you just took a fake money and made it real. That's the one that I.
Oh yeah, really like stop. Cryptocurrency, essentially.
Well, it's like kind of. I mean, in the end, money's just numbers.
Like in principle.
No, yeah, I'm saying it's just numbers on a computer. So, like, yeah, like this one guy says, like, when you go to a loan, like when I got a loan for my house for $230,000, whatever the fuck it was, I didn't go to the bank and get a fucking truckload of money and hand it over to dude. It was just typed on a screen, like boom, 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 money transferred. You know, like, oh, okay. No money actually exchanged or nothing. It was just numbers on a screen.
Oh. Yay, digital age.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate it, but also just I'm trying to get to the point where I just accept it because there's nothing I can do about it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like to an extent. Now, the only thing that'll piss me off, like I said, is the ecosystem shit. Like, we need water.
Yeah.
Like, we need drinking water. Like, if all the water ends up becoming Flint, Michigan, I don't give a fuck how cool AI is. You know, like, AI can be the coolest thing in the fucking world. I don't give a fuck. If I can't drink water, I don't give a shit. You know, like... Or like this one person's like, do you know how much water restaurants use? I'm like, you know what restaurants do? They feed people. I'll take fucking the water going to feed people than to fucking
over a fucking that is
like
true.
I love internet.
But the dishwasher takes the most.
Sure,
dishwasher takes. I fucking hate
totally, and that's fine.
But ours is recycling. Actually, ours is recycling water.
And it is recycling water too. That's definitely part of it. But like again, at least when they recycle it, it's not turned into Flint, Michigan water. It's not fucking just.
Oh well, yeah, duh. What the hell are these fuckers?
So yeah, I mean, like I said, I looked it up the one day. It's 1 to 5 million gallons of water the major data centers use. That's just fucking crazy.
That is fucking disgusting.
That is. It's a fuck ton, dude.
Yeah, and people don't realize this. Oh yeah, AI so admitted because you're fucking dumb and you don't know how to like look up shit.
Sure, a lot of it is that. But even then, like I always tell people, like AI is like it's like Reddit or not Reddit. It's like Wikipedia. It's like a good starter, but like you should still go read like the actual documents or the actual because a lot of times with AI, like you'll look like the source, it'll be like somebody on Reddit. It's like, oh, that's nobody, you know, like fuck.
But they got a good point. But anyways, the only 2 times I've ever used AI or Chat GPT was to explain Jewish as a race. I had to word it very differently because like I can't.
I know everybody uses that. Why? I don't know how to explain it's a race. Like, well,
yeah. That's and how the.
Well, I mean, if you want to get real pedantic, I guess you could label them all. Everyone in that area are all Arabs.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not by religion, but I'm saying, like, by, like, race. You know, like, they're all Arab-based.
Yeah.
Like, so
that's the whole thing is, like, they're Arab-based. All right. That makes sense. All right. Fair enough.
It's just, honestly, it's just the religion, I think, aspect of it that made it. Whatever, just to differentiate. Like, we're all Arabs, but we're not those Arabs. Or, you know, like, it's all stupid. I watched this video I was telling my dad about the other day because that's how stupid it is. Because everyone goes, they're all evil, right? This one journalist guy was in Israel, and he was talking to the people. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go over to the West Bank, where to the Palestinian area," and all the fucking Jews were like, "Don't go there. They're gonna rape you. They're gonna kill you. They're gonna do all this horrible shit," right? So he goes over there, right? Then he goes, hangs out with the Palestinians for like a couple days, and he's like, "Oh, I'm about to go back to the mainland Israel, whatever." And they're all like, "Don't go there. They're gonna rape you. They're gonna kill you. They're this." And it's just like in my head, I was like, everyone's just people, man. If you just stop thinking that everyone's the most evilest, horriblest person in the world, you find out that we have actually a lot in common. But you all think that everyone's just the worst evil, like. This guy's like, "No, man. Actually, both people were really cool. I partied with both of them, and everything was awesome." But if you ask each one about each other, they all think that they're fucking the worst of the worst. Like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I live with Republicans, like diehard Republicans and bullshit. 30 years in the military, obviously, so no surprise. But they're not the worst people in the goddamn world. Just the political beliefs are just
duped.
Much different.
How about this? So I was listening to Destiny or somebody explain something like, okay, so like Republicans and just right people in general, right? Like they understand that community is big when it comes to religion, when it comes to like, like if your daughter becomes homeless, right? You kind of let her come back into the family, or you come back to your house and do all these things, right? Like we understand it's important, but like if you just take that little scope and you just broaden it a little bit more, all of a sudden it becomes they're lazy bums and this and this and it's like, what changed from my group of people to that little bit different? Like once it broadens more, and now it's like, oh, my neighbor might need help. Oh, well, fuck that guy. He's a lazy piece of shit. It's like, why? What happened? Like in that 1 second, like, and it makes you think like that's the way people are. Like that's why it goes back to like I think where we need to have more like block parties and shit like that, where it's just like.
Oh yeah, fucking black parties are awesome. Yeah, get to know your neighbors, man.
Well, like I
missed out on that because we were both young and we couldn't drink, but it was awesome.
Sure, I mean, just the idea of it, I love it.
Yeah, and I never remembered a black party getting too out of control, like just fucking yeah.
I mean, there's always bound to be, I suppose, but in the end, who cares? In the sense of like,
but it's isolated incidences.
That too. I'm saying like, if people are having a good time and they're getting to know each other, and blah, blah. I mean, it's like it's the same thing as going to the bar. Like, yeah, once in a while, people are gonna get rowdy and fuck around and do dumb shit. Like, it's bound to happen, especially if you're partying. But overall, it's usually good times and fine. Just. So you want to hear some more corrupt bullshit that just got released today? It's fucking wild. And I don't know how the fuck this is even allowed and it's known about. But Trump is literally, if you pay $100,000 a month, you can get first access to his fucking social media tweet or his True Socials, which is about stocks, like tickers and stuff, like insider trading shit. Like it's so fucking wild.
Oh yeah, that because the SEC isn't gonna drop down on you like a fucking hammer.
It's ran by Trump. That. I know, but it's ran by Trump. That's the problem. Like that's the issue. Well, I will have to give Trump's people like a smidge of fucking credit. They fucking said that the reflected pool shit was bullshit. So hey, I'll give you some credit. You at least called them out for one of the big guys. So. I'll give
at least credit's owed where credit's due.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. Like normally I talk shit, it's kind of like Supreme Court. Like, hey, I gotta give them credit once in a blue moon. Like I'm, like here they go. They did it great. What was it? There was in the last I think year or two, less than about I think it was like 46% of companies that used to drug test for weed have stopped doing it. Basically, you could smoke.
Oh yeah, because they can't find workers.
Ooh, that's actually probably a good reason why. Actually, I didn't think about that because rubber supply. Yeah, that probably
because everybody basically smokes some sort of THC, even if it's Delta 9, and they can't find shit for workers because of that.
Dude, tonight, 5 hours ago, Blaine, Minnesota, there was a huge fucking underage sex sting. 24 arrested for paying.
What?
24 people.
What?
Arrested. Yeah, 24 people are trying to fucking. They're texting fucking cops. Basically,
damn. Well, I'm not really surprised in Blaine because that's where the mall is and all that.
How about this?
Yeah,
so I'm not really people surprised. Arrested. They had 368 individuals who responded to the underage online ad or whatever the fuck they sent to. You know, like
Really? And they only had 26. Wow.
well, I don't know if all of them got like it's one of those. Maybe they said some first and then they stopped later. Like not necessarily
Yeah.
all of them went through and like, hey, baby, let's fucking
Yeah,
meet,
yeah.
or whatever the
But
fuck.
even still, what the fuck?
Dude, I have no clue.
Yay, Blaine, Coon Rapids. I miss you so much.
Well, I mean,
Actually, I
this
do miss them.
This shit's everywhere in the sense of like, there's always.
Yeah, it really is. I work at a truck stop.
Sure, right.
Like, you don't know how many of those trucks are loaded with traffickers.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be surprised. I mean, it's the number one it's one of the biggest money makers in the fucking world is fucking sex. So.
Yep.
Again, that's always why I always try to preface. If you just made it legal, you'd have more regulations and all this shit, and it'd probably be a lot better. That's always my biggest point.
You quad and a wing job.
Oh, you want to hear something funny? This guy was missing in the woods for a couple hours, and then a search rescue team came out to look for him, and he was out with the rescue team for like 2-3 hours looking for himself. Basically, he didn't know they were looking for him.
How stoned was he?
Well, no, he was out there. I
That's
don't know.
like
He was just out there fucking around probably, and someone's like, "Hey, Eugene's been gone for like 6 hours. We should probably." So they start, so he sees probably a bunch of people, like, or searching for him. They're like, "Oh, what you guys doing? We're looking for somebody. All right, let me help you." And then someone finally yell out the name, and he's like, "Oh, that's me. Hey, we've been looking for you, motherfucker."
Like, seriously, if you're lost, how do you not know the first search team isn't looking for you once you meet them?
Well,
like,
maybe
what
he
the
wasn't
fuck?
really lost. Maybe just I'm saying maybe it's one of those a family thought he was lost. Like he was just gone for a few hours. Family was like,
Oh,
Jared,
yeah.
Jared's never gone for more than an hour. It's been like 4 hours, and he was just probably just fucking around. Where the fuck,
Yeah.
I don't know.
probably
I'm just
sitting
saying
on a swing set.
I could see that as a story.
Yeah.
This happened in Turkey too.
Oh.
That's funny. That's funny. That is a good story. I like that one.
I like it. It's heartwarming. It's good. And you're just like, what the fuck, really?
Hey, this is actually a really good. So this mom made a bet with their kid at 12 years old if he got off social media till he was 18, she'd give him 10 grand, and she paid up today.
Oh, really?
Actually, it's from Minnesota. A guy from Minnesota.
Oh, nice.
Shivert Klefkas. Probably like Turkish or something around that part of the world. Guessing by the name. But that's a pretty good idea, though. Like, hey, get off the toxic sludge. do 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 do. I know, right? It's only funny. Like, Trump can make this big ass lie, and nobody will care. Like in one day. This is
Yeah,
a big
exactly.
Like, because again, this guy, he's not a military guy. I lied. He's a former Olympian, so he represented America in a fucking sports around the world, and also, like, and you just ruin this guy's life for no fucking reason. Like, if I was him, I'd sue for at least $10 million. Actually, I would do for 15 million. That's how much a reflecting pool will cost. Like, y'all pay me what the reflecting pool cost you. Here you go. You'll like this story. Costa Rica became the first tropical nation to reserve deforestation after doubling its rainforest cover. They're actually making the rainforest bigger.
Oh, nice.
That's good. I like that. Good job, Costa Rica. Oh, yeah, what was the other thing?
Nice.
America in the last year, because of building data centers, has individually raised the temperature of the world by 1 degree, or a half a degree, in global warming. Isn't that splendid? Isn't that fucking splendid? Is that this week's? Alright, Monday. Do I have anybody? Nope. Palantir, Pfizer, McDonald's. Legend. Ooh, SpaceX has its first quarterly report on Tuesday. Oh, they're not profitable at all, dude. It's gonna be really bad. That's why I try to warn all my buddies about not buying it. At least, like, I always tell people, you could buy it, just you should wait. Like, there's a better time to buy it, but they don't listen.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those. People don't have patience. It's like my one friend at the bar, she literally watched me wait 2 weeks to buy this one stock because I don't care. I'm like, I know I can get it at this price, and I knew I was right. And then went back up.
Nice.
That's honestly the biggest thing with the stock market is patience, and you got to be able to ride the waves. Like, most people don't have the stomach to do it. Like,
yeah,
it sucks losing thousands of dollars in a day, but it feels good when you make like 2-3 in a day too. So like,
yeah, over the week, it's like you lose 1,000 during the day, but over the week you gain 2,000.
Sure, that, or sometimes it's weeks. But the whole point is, that's why I like Warren Buffett, like panic selling. Like, oh, my shit's down 4%, I gotta sell. It's like, no, because if you give it time, this guy at the bar, we're talking about the 08.
It's only 4%.
Sure, but like we're talking about
we
were talking about at the bar like during the 08 crash, because he was like my age during the 08 crash, right? He's like, you know what? It sucked losing like $200,000 of money, but you know what happened? In like 6 years, I got it all back. Plus, like, that's the way it is.
Yep.
Like it might take you a few years. Like, if you're just willing to wait, if you just be patient, you will get it back. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're dealing with like big companies. Now, if you're gambling and betting on like smaller,
pink chips.
Sure, yeah, or even like like if stock's like $8-10, it's relatively small. I mean, it might have like $1 billion total, which sounds like a lot, but like when you compare it to like $1 trillion companies, it ain't shit. Like kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like,
and they have a lot of those. I'm saying you can get into those, and those are the gamble ones. Those are the ones that like if you hit, you make fuck tons of money. That's how you get millionaire status if you put a bunch of money into those. Because if it goes from like I was saying, the one, if I went from 6 to 35, now if that thing went to like 350, I could have made like $250,000 plus on it. Like, because it was so cheap, because you can buy a fuck ton of them. The other way is safer, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do now. Like I said, I feel like there's gonna be a fucking recession collapse. I don't know when, within the next year or so. The way that Trump is running, I don't see it being sustainable.
It's coming during the next presidential election, regardless of who wins.
Yeah, so like I feel like this is like the 08. So like when Trump's about to leave, that's like 08. That's the 28 is 08, where it's gonna be collapsing on like his last 6 months of presidency or whatever the fuck. And then the Democrats gonna come in, have to salvage it all up and make everything nice and beautiful, and then people are gonna forget, and they're gonna vote for Republican next and be like, oh man, we should, like, no, fuck off. They always ruin it. It's like literally every
exactly.
Like, god damn, stop doing this. We go through the same cycle every fucking 8 years. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Because like I was trying to tell people, like, that since the beginning of this century, no Democrat has ever came into a good situation. Every situation has either been economic collapse or COVID or fucking something ridiculous. Like, can we just have one smooth fucking, let's take it over and actually run shit the way it's supposed to be instead of fucking have to clean up messes?
Yeah. Except Obama did create a lot more messes too.
In some things. So I do get upset with
warfare, he did.
Oh, I always say, I literally get more mad at Obama because he had all 3 branches for 2 years and only passed the healthcare, which is big. I'm not saying it isn't, but like, he should have done more. He had more. Could have done so many more
gay
things.
Marriage too.
No, that was actually Bush, I think. I think it was actually Bush.
Legal gay marriage?
I think so.
No, I thought that was Obama.
Hold on. I have a feeling it was Bush.
One.
Hold on, I'm about to look. Nope, it was 2020 or 2015. Never mind.
Yeah, so Obama.
Yep. Okay, so when Bush was president, the first state, Massachusetts, did it. Okay. Because I knew
state rights.
Because I knew it was fucking some. I knew Bush had something with gay rights. I don't know. How about this? Even in 2015, the Supreme Court only passed it 5-4. It was barely it was a 1 vote difference. Mm-hmm. One more vote, it would have been fucking. We couldn't have gay marriage.
But it's only 5-4, so it's only 5. So
well, this is before it was super PAC.
It's only 9 sit.
Yeah,
super PAC. That's the problem.
2015 Supreme Court.
Alto needs to fucking go, and Clarence needs to fucking catch a fucking Slug in the knee. No,
Just
not in the
fucking-
head. In the fucking knee. He needs to be
Well,
kneecapped.
dude, I think it's only thing. I mean, there's a couple main problems. I don't get why the Supreme Court gets to be a lifetime when everything else has
Yeah,
to be
that's
fucking
bullshit.
regulated. Like
Yeah.
I would give him maybe like 15 years. That's kind of being a lot, but like I can at least kind of understand.
10 years max.
See, I kind of think that way too, but I don't know. Just saying, there's got to be a better way.
Obviously.
It's just.
And I'm sure the ancient Greeks thought the same way.
Well, again, the idea is our Constitution is supposed to be a living one, so you're supposed to be able to change with the times and adapt.
Dad,
What up?
you like my tattoo? It
Alright,
came out
I'm just gonna
perfect.
piss and go for a smoke. Be right back.
Nice. All right.
After I skipped.
Love you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bunny. Don't mess
This
with
is
that.
the 14th Amendment, huh? 6-3 Obama Affordable Care Act. Milism, what drug is that? For killing people. Oh, it's sleep medication if you're not trying to kill people. Cause amnesia, yeah. Take 20-30 minutes with a half-life of 2 hours. 2 minutes to inject it. Could cause seizures, that's not good. Penalty. And 3 Douglas. Yeah, it's supposed to make you fall asleep before you fucking die. Botch execution. Oh wow, yeah, botched executions with it, or remain conscious. Ugh, not good. It does not constitute cruel and unusual punishment, so therefore it is allowed. Midazolam. Midazolam. Midazolam? Midanadazolam. I don't know. That looks pretty dope, actually. It's called supply. Datadog is what day? Before market Thursday. Thursday is either gonna be awesome or bad. We'll find out. Datadog. That's the only big one I got coming up. Yeah, that's the only one I think. This week. Last week was big for me because of Microsoft. Stupid ass people shooting people for no fucking reason. Do 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 do. Northwoods Bar. Had a bunch of young bucks today. It was nice. It was nice at the bar dealing with all that shit. $2. Let's see how these feel.
I'm black.
I'm reading this one dumb bitch. She's like, if I order a $50 plate of food, it doesn't cost. It doesn't. It's not much harder to make it. So why the fuck do I gotta pay more? It's like, because you know, like fuck.
A markup, labor, convenience.
Well, yeah, the
like
big thing for me is like, you know, like that. In order to get nice things, like you have to pay more usually, and just like I bet the whole experience, like you're at a nice restaurant, right? I'm guessing the server's like perfect. You know, like it's like anything. Like if I've been to a nice restaurant and shit, like those people are always up looking. That's their fucking job. They have to be perfect. You know, like they're getting paid.
Yeah, perfect. Too. Jake's. Yeah, fucking. I don't give a flying fuck who you are. I hate when the server comes every 5 minutes. Like server, it's like
sure I get
server. Like you hand them, you greet them, hand them their menu, you let them decide, and then once they put the menu aside, that's your cue. Is when they put the menu aside.
Yep.
Oh shit! God damn it!
My buddy's into like 3D printing shit.
Oh yeah,
he's making a bunch of cool things. He's like, I made.
It's a good hobby.
Well, yeah, I think he's trying to get to the point where he can sell shit on Etsy and stuff, which is cool if you get good at it.
Damn.
You know, but
that Final Gear,
Metal Gear Solid. No, I was kidding.
Dude, I cannot wait till fucking 4 and Peace Walker come out.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have to play that new Final Fantasy game that might have sold me. I
don't know. That looks fucking dope.
It did look fucking better than
like I said, any of the other ones.
Well, like I said, I fucking
really came out.
Like I said, I've been seeing the ads for like not the actual commercial, like I said, but.
Oh yeah, they really don't put gaming commercials on it anymore.
No.
Oh, Rise of the Gate.
It's basically it's online. Like I'm surprised I didn't see it more like on like a YouTube ad or something. You know, like I watch a YouTube video and shows. Oh, you watch video game stuff? Here's a new game coming out. You know, like that kind of shit. Because then I probably would have watched it earlier if it had popped up like that. You know, like oh yeah. Dope.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear? You know about the racist chick from Minnesota, from Rochester, that kept calling the black kid the N-word over and over and over, right? Remember that video last summer?
Yeah, vaguely.
All right. Well,
yeah, the Karen.
She got sentenced to disorderly conduct, right? And white people are just
Whoopie fucking do.
white people are just losing their shit, acting like she's the fucking
Messiah.
Oh, well, not even that. They're like, oh, so her crime was just being white. It's like, you think that's what her crime was, huh? Okay. Well, because they're like freedom of speech. It's like, you're right, but you also don't get to cause a ruckus anywhere. Like, you just can't fucking, like, I can go to a church.
Yeah, disorderly conduct. That was the best outcome.
I mean, that's the crime. They're acting like it was a free speech. Like, oh, they're saying that she can't say this word. It's like, to an extent, maybe. Like, I guess I can kind of see your argument to an extent, but in the end, it's not that. It's that she did it in public in front of everybody, and like, like
yeah,
if she
started screaming it.
All that shit. I'm saying, like, if she'd have been at her house yelling the N word over and over and over, I'm guessing nothing would have happened, right? Like, it wasn't that?
Yeah, easily.
Just one of those situations. Like, fuck, man. But again, it's just all the racist white people. Oh my god! And now I wish I had work.
It's always white people.
Sure.
It's always white people.
It's not always.
Always.
But it's not always.
Always.
I mean, I've seen some racist black people too. I'm not saying like my point.
Oh, well, yeah, black people.
Well, I'm just saying, like, in general, it's just people. But in general, you know that fucking loser, Jay Klang, the fucking racist piece of shit, January 6th pardon dude, all that shit.
I don't know him exactly.
I don't know. You probably seen him from videos. Either way, he's gonna be in Rochester August 22nd for fucking
so
N-word
close
fucking.
to you, so far.
Well, my point, it's always a Saturday. It's always when I work. I'm like, you guys fuckers, you guys are lucky. It's Saturday. It's one of my good days. If it was like a Sunday, I might take it out to fucking fuck with you. Oh man. Remember? So in Minnesota, remember when we had all the ice. We had all the ice.
Yeah.
Protests.
The height of the
remember
ice.
the guy that was getting pelted with water balloons?
Oh yeah, what about him?
That's the guy I'm talking about. He's gonna be in Minnesota again, doing a racist march in Rochester.
Of course.
That's what I'm getting at. And I wish I could fucking go there, but I always have to fucking work. So yeah, that last week here in Minnesota, there was a lot of people being like, nothing bad should have happened, or whatever the fuck. It's like silly. I can't believe this shit.
Yeah. Fucking politics just fucking piss me off in general. Like, I'm so sick. Like, because right now Mom is watching through Home Improvement,
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that shit was fucking hilarious. And now you watch Last Man Standing, it's like half of it is like political humor, and everything is like political humor. It's like toilet humor, essentially. Yeah, sure. It's like, I don't give a flying fuck.
Mm-hmm. So, how about this? Is crazy. Again, it always happens in red states. Florida, hold on, let me make my move. Hold on. I gotta make my moves. All right. In Florida, a new disease, a flesh-eating bacteria, had its first ever official death in 2026 in Florida.
Oh, fun!
It's called Vibrio vulin fucucius. It's naturally found in warm marine water and can be contacted by eating raw or undercooked shellfish.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me there. It's a parasite.
Yeah. There's been 11 cases. So last year there was 33 deaths. This year was the first one. So actually that's not that bad then, I guess, technically.
Yeah, it's
here's the problem, though.
Fishing practicing.
Sure. It's cooking, too. You got to cook it right, too.
Yeah,
but if you get this, honestly, this is the problem that I was reading originally. If you get the disease, 1 out of 5 people will die. It has a fucking you're dead fucking... You get it, you die.
Oh, yeah.
20%. Huh. Yeah, oysters and shellfish. Yeah, that's why if I ever eat that shit, it's going to be fucking cooked.
Yeah,
eat-
no shit.
like,
I
cook
will
clams and
not
shit.
like.
they have that big fucking pot thing with all the rice and shit with all the clams. I
Oh,
would eat that.
the gumbo,
Kinda.
not
It's something
gumbo.
like yeah, but something
Yeah,
like that. That I would eat, but no,
crawfish broil.
sure. So I'm saying I would eat something like that. I'm not gonna eat no fucking raw
Yeah, fuck
slurp it up
that.
and shit. Like no.
Yeah. No, but what I want to do, one of my bucket list things is have like 3 or 4 foldable tables, put them down with cloth
Uh huh.
to cover them, and then tinfoil, and just have a giant fucking broil, just crawfish, fucking corn, all that, and just dump it over the table. Like, here you go. We don't give a flying fuck.
No, yeah. Yeah, you do with the potatoes and the sausages and all that shit. Yep.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I've seen people do it. There's one dude that used to come to the bar back in the day. He's from Louisiana, so when he moved back home, his dad brought him a fucking bunch of crawfish and shit, and he came to the bar. He's like, I got a fuck ton of extra ones. I'm like, I will take every single one.
Yep. It's like, give me their delicacy.
Yep, and I fucking had a good time for the next couple days. I ate fucking a billion of those motherfuckers.
Yeah. Tiny little lobsters.
Yep. That's kind of
And
what I
it
feel like.
tastes so good.
That's what I feel like with scallops. I love scallops.
Oh, scallops, chicken of the sea. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
especially
I would say
the
it's just the cheaper-
flamboyed.
It's just the cheaper version of fucking lobster. I always call it. It's like lobster light.
No, flamboyed, where you take a torch to them and you just sear the top side. Oh, they're so good. Low heat is the key to cook them.
Hold on, I gotta see if this is true. I gotta verify it's true. This meme says, Capital One says it's closed Trump organization accounts over money laundering concerns. So I gotta try to see if it's true. Capital One.
Fucking love the Alfa Romeo 8C. Such a great car. Oh, those mid-rears, those loud as fuck in the cabin. Because the engine's right behind your head. Just fucking Alfa Romeos are phenomenal cars in general.
I just hate cars. They're just money pits. That's all I see them as personally.
Oh, I love cars. They're sexy pieces of
They
machinery.
can be, but they also cost a fuck ton of money for no reason.
I know owning them would suck, but owning them without like the maintenance would be awesome.
Okay, here we go. Capital One. Oh, hold on. God damn it. Capital One Financial hit back on Friday against a lawsuit over a decision to close the Trump Organization bank accounts years ago, stating that it did so after a review by anti-money laundering experts. The disclosure marks the first time a bank has formally tied money laundering concerns to United States President Donald Trump's family business. Capital One is seeking to dismiss the case by casting doubt on claims of illegal debanking. Yeah, because Trump's trying to sue him, saying they did illegal banking. Like, no, we didn't. No, fuck you. You're the one that's trying to do illegal shit. We're trying to fucking get the fuck out of it. You know, like.
Holy shit! Really?
Or, how about this? Casting doubt on claims of claims of illegal debanking or denying services on religious or political grounds. Like, oh, fuck off, dude. Fuck the.
Fuck off.
Who's doing
You're trying to be
illegal shit?
tax exempt.
It says Capital One has never accused the Trump Organization of illegal money laundering, but Friday's filing argues that documents and plaintiffs' own allegations make clear that Capital One's closed plaintiffs' accounts for money laundering reasons. Like, Jesus. Like, we're not saying you did it, but we closed it because you did it. Like, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Jesus. And again, like, it's like anything, dude. We're watching all the most corrupt shit in the fucking world, and everyone just goes, it's not that bad. Like, what the fuck you mean?
Nah, I think Romans had more corrupt.
Who?
Nah, the Catholic Church during the
No, I'm
Martin
talking about presidency.
Luther.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah, presidency.
I'm just
Yeah.
talking about president. No, yeah, there's way more. Yeah, the church is probably actually the most corrupt shit.
Oh,
You literally
yeah.
fucking move child fuckers from different state to state. Like, come on now. That's corrupt as fuck.
Oh, I miss my focus. I'll never get a Focus ever again like it.
Yeah, Trump's people. Eric Trump goes, Capital One closed their shit because of their woke beliefs. Like, of course.
Oh yeah,
I
of
always
course,
say, like,
always
dude, like,
woke.
you know, it's one of those, like,
Woke is one of the most overused words and has
of
no
course, that's
meaning
the problem.
anymore.
And there's so many problems, but it's like, it's one of those, if everyone's special, nobody's special. Like, dude, if you just keep saying the same thing, like, how do not people see this? The same playbook's been played out 100 billion times. Like, you just make the claim that.
But they're like football, and they know that the same play doesn't work. But football
Right.
is basically those assholes are the statistically most likely assholes via Trump pansy. I think I need to increase the braking on this. I don't know. I like its stock though. It's essentially my car, but an all-wheel drive in racing mode.
No, I get it.
And this is my Focus. Fucking goddamn Monopoly embezzler fucking siding with the cops. Oh yeah, we because you pull over for a DWR, we need to tow your car. It's like, dude, I'm literally a block down the street. Just let the truck get here with some tow straps and we can pull it out and somebody can drive it.
Mhm.
Fuck off. You do not need to tow it to a fucking impound lot. Speaking of which, I still need to burn that thing down.
Oh yeah, today is the first day that the law went into effect in Minnesota. It was a good thing. You can't have AI and generated child porn and stuff. Like, hey, what a good law. And people still, again, what was it? I think it was Oklahoma, one of the Republican states. They voted no on this. Like, nope, we want to keep this law.
What?
Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, this is crazy.
It's the same thing as pedophilia. Then again,
Correct.
probably the biggest dinosaurs.
Well, no, the argument, which I guess there is an argument, is that it's not real. Like, it's AI. So, like, is it really pedophilia? Which the
yeah,
idea is,
it really
the thing
is.
is, if you have like the, once you start seeing something, your brain clicks that it's normal or whatever. You know, it's one of those. I can't remember the science behind it. Basically, where once you
it just becomes normal once you become like.
well, then once you start doing this a little bit, then it can. I'm not saying it will, but it has potential to snowball into like
drug addiction.
Sure, it's like any addiction.
Some people can do a shit ton of hard drugs and not be addicted to them, but most people are just addicted to them once they do it once.
Yep.
It's sort of like that psychology.
Yep, pretty much. Yep. I love Tesla's down like 30% in the last like 6 months. I love that.
Good.
All of his companies are.
So if it collapses,
I don't know if it will collapse, but honestly, I've been saying this forever. Like, it's like called the Magnificent Seven. It's supposed to be one of the 7 biggest companies in the world, but it doesn't deserve to be there at all. They suck. It's all just Elon hype. That's all it is.
Yeah, literally.
Like, cause like now I'm starting to read about money and understand it more. Like, when you look at the numbers and shit, like. They sell every quarter $28 billion, which is pretty good. But like when you compare it to the top 7, they're selling like 80 billion, 90 billion, like a quarter. So
Microsoft.
Yeah, I'm saying. Like, so I'm saying like, or Nvidia,
Apple,
or Amazon, or what's the other one? Google. Yeah, I'm saying those people make like 80 billion a quarter, so they deserve to be in the top 7, stocks. Like that one makes sense. These motherfuckers are probably should be like 60th, 80th, but they're 7th because of fucking hype. And it's quite annoying.
They don't offer a great service or technological advancement.
Well, also now, once Trump took away the government 30% off, like now you got to pay full price for all their shit. Before you were getting 30% off, so like it would be more advantageous to buy their shit. But like, yeah. A year ago, they sold $28 billion, so they've been basically stagnated. Basically, how about this? I bet against them so much that I own 71 shares of Biddy, which is China's Tesla, like their big EV car, which is actually the world's #1 supplier of EV cars around the world. Because nobody buys Teslas anymore. Because everyone around the world fucking hates Elon.
Expensive.
So that was what I did. I was smart. I went the opposite way. Honestly, recently I've been buying a lot of fucking Asian market shits.
Yeah, especially China, because it's a powerhouse.
Well, it's gonna be the new fucking world leader in due time.
Oh, well, yeah, if not already. I mean, their major infrastructure projects, like they're planning cities and all this shit.
Here you go. Yeah, speaking of that, I read this meme. It said, in China, they're ran by engineers. In America, ran by lawyers. That's the problem.
Yeah, no shit. That's actually true.
It is. I know. So I was saying, like, I read this and I'm like, oh, wow. I didn't really think about it. But yeah, that is fucking mostly true.
Yeah, you never really think about it until somebody brings it up, you know?
Sure. I mean, well, that's the thing. It's one of those, you're just ignorant on it. Like I was saying earlier with the whole China shit, like, I don't really study it that much. So, like, when Patrick and them send me fucking shit about it, I'm like, oh, I gotta watch it because I don't really have no fucking clue, like, what the fuck, you know, because I don't really pay too much attention unless it's like huge global news, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're banking.
This has the potential to be the biggest oil shock in history.
All the flights were going to get grounded.
Airlines are saying expect flight cancellation.
They are canceling flights.
13,000 flights have been cancelled.
Cities were going to go dark.
The final vessel carrying jet fuel into the United Kingdom is going to get here in 48 hours, and there's no more after that.
Gas was going to triple in price if you could get any at all.
Situation's looking pretty dire.
Gas prices are expected to go up again. It would take months to recover.
This was just hard math. The world's oil was going to dry up, and that would be that.
How we emerge from this crisis will define us for a generation.
And then it just kind of never happened.
Oil futures, they're telling you in August, actually, prices are coming down.
Markets seem to be showing far less alarm than they did at the start of the conflict.
And it's not like the predictions turned out to be based on some mistake. You can go back and check their math. It's right. The world should have ended like 4 weeks ago. No, something happened that no one expected.
Engine in the Mazda RX-9.
Are they? Nice.
Yeah.
That
I
no one
just
thought
really
was
wish
even
they never
possible. The
killed
world
the
got to
RX-8.
save it. And it was the last person that you would guess.
Right.
Yes,
Like,
it was the General
Probably not
Secretary
fuel
himself.
efficient, if I were to guess.
Oh, no, it's a rotary engine. It is fuel efficient.
Is it?
But the problem is, every 100,000 miles, you need to take the engine out, and it's easy instead of having headers and all pistons and shit like that. You literally just disconnect all the hoses and wiring harness, take the engine out, and open up the front plate. Bing, bada, boom. You get to replace the apex seals, the gas, pretty much piston gaskets that go out because carbon buildup. Because fatal flaw of the rotary engine.
Yeah. I get you.
Party chairman,
And the
China's president, Xi
RX-9
Jinping.
prototype is
And
ugly.
if you're thinking, okay, why didn't I hear about
But
this?
again,
It's
about
because China pulled it off
95 to
basically in secret,
98%
which is kind of a weird way
prototypes
for an
are
aspiring
ugly.
superpower to save the world. And it gets even weirder because the country they save
They got
most of
too
all
damn
is their
big
chief
of
rival,
rims.
the United States.
Right.
Well, today we are going to pull back the curtain on how China saved the world from the Iran oil shock. We're going to start by
Yes,
piecing together
How did
what
China
China
save
did
the
save
world from the Iran war? What did they do? Let's see here.
the world since it happened in secret. We're going to unravel how China did it,
Oh, that's what
because
we're
this
talking
should
about.
simply
I just
not
wanna
have been
see-
possible to pull
wanna
off,
see what they
which will
say.
help us to answer why China did it, the theories for what was behind all this.
What,
And finally,
how,
we're
and
going to look
why?
at what this changes in our global
All right.
economic order.
Tell me, my
this
guy.
is a crazy one, guys. This story is crazy. So let's get into it.
The bigger picture.
If I die tomorrow, my family
Fucking
inherits
commercials.
2.5 million. Not debt.
Yeah,
not mortgage.
get Firefox. Use ad blocker.
Okay, so to understand what China did, we're going to use the board
Oh,
to
you
map
should
out
be
the
using
global
it.
oil economy, what happened to it from the Iran war, and then what China did to save it from
Because
complete
YouTube
ruin.
experience
The main
will
thing about oil
change.
is it's
You will
traded
not.
in one unified global
Well,
market.
again, what
That
do you
means
get
all the
here? You
world's
can show me.
producers sell into the same big supply of oil, which the world's consumers all buy from. And this is why when something happens in any
Yeah,
part of the
so-
oil world, like, say, a war in the Middle East, it affects everyone. And on any given day, there are about 100 million
Those
barrels
fucking
moving
driving.
through this system. 100 million barrels
Oh, them got some
produced every
Ferrari.
day.
No,
And that is
catching
also
up to 'em.
How about this? Every day, there's 100 million barrels of oil being moved, shipped around the world. 100 million barrels. a
Oh, I'm
day.
not surprised.
I know it's just a big fucking number, though. It's just one of those like, damn. 100 million.
100 million barrels that gets consumed every day.
Yeah, it's one of those unfathomable,
And it's really important that these
like,
two numbers
amounts.
are the same. Every drop of oil that gets produced every day gets sold
I
and
just,
consumed.
I
There is
try my
zero
brain
slack
just to
in the system.
accept
And
it.
that is why
Yep.
it is such a big
Because,
deal when
you
the
know,
Iran war starts and
astronomy,
Iran shuts down
nuclear was
the Strait of Hormuz.
unfathomable.
In doing this, shutting down the Strait of Hormuz blocks 20 million barrels of oil per.
Billions light years.
So here you go. The blocking of the Strait of Hormuz blocks about 20 million barrels of oil. So that's obviously a fifth. So the fifth of the world's oil supply is
day
shut off.
from reaching the world.
Wow.
So now we've only got 80 million barrels a day in output to meet 100 million barrels a day in demand,
Yeah,
right?
that's the problem. Yeah. So basically, yeah, we have 80 million barrels of production for 100 million barrels of consumption a day. So every day we're losing 20 million barrels of oil globally.
Really?
This equation no longer balances. We now have a 20 million barrel a day deficit.
Come on, I'm still just coasting.
And this deficit means that pretty soon, 20% of the oil-consuming world was going to power down. That's 1 in 5 flights, 1 in 5 factories, power plants. It's a global calamity. Still, the world is ready with a couple of defenses, including this. Oil pipelines that go around Hormuz.
This is the East-West pipeline, known as Petroline.
That big one is controlled by Saudi Arabia, and then the United Arab...
There's a big petrol line. They're trying to build a big east-west pipeline from Qatar to Saudi Arabia so they can get rid of the Strait of Hormuz pipe problem event. But again, it's going to take forever to fucking do. So, like, it's not going to be ready for fucking, let's say, like 8 years, 10 years. You know, it's going to take forever to cut ththrough those mountains and shit.
Remember, it controls the other main one.
This is the Abu Dhabi crude oil pipeline.
And these pipelines add about 7 million barrels of oil back into the system. It's a lot.
All right, those pipelines, they estimate add about 7 million barrels of oil back in. So we're still down 13 million barrels of oil.
Okay, so now, just to make sure we're keeping score, we're at a negative 13 million barrel a day deficit. Right? We removed 20 million barrels from the system, we added 7 million back in, 13 million deficit. It's better, but it's still really bad. Okay, so you guys are still with me? The other big defense that the world has is strategic petroleum reserves, emergency stockpiles of oil.
Our stockpiles are depleted.
These tanks are all full of oil. America and other countries keep huge stockpiles like this for emergencies. And they're even bigger U.S. stocks I can't show you because they're kept in huge salt caves thousands of feet underground. Tons of countries have these reserves. Here's Japan's, one of the world's largest. A week into the war, 32 of these countries got together and all opened up their reserves to the world. This was the largest release of reserve oil in history. Hundreds of millions.
So 32 countries around the world opened up their strategic reserve pile. That's
really 32.
That's the most ever in history of the world. That all the countries fucking like, we got to release this shit, and like basically everyone has like millions and millions of barrels stocked up, you know, in case, but like they're all getting
Millions of barrels from dozens of countries. It was a huge deal. But the war dragged on, and it was stretching out these releases. So in the end, they added up to an average 2.5 million barrels.
Yeah, no shit. He's only
So
started
these were the world's big defenses for a mass oil shock like what happened in the Iran war. And together, these bring our deficit down to 10.5 million barrels a day.
We're down 10.5
This is still a
barrels a day,
calamity,
right?
more than a tenth of global energy usage. And it gets worse.
Cool.
There's 32 emergency stockpiles from all over the world. They are running out.
We need to stop making plastic
Here's
bags
America's
and
reserve.
start, chopping down
So
trees.
in
to make
2010,
paper.
in 2010, we had about 720 million barrels of oil on reserve in 2010, and since then, now we're down to like 360.
Really?
Yeah, dude, we lost over half. Well, 57% of our fucking oil reserves. And they started. So like in 2010, so during the Obama years, so probably after the big financial crash, we used some. It dropped it down to like 690 million barrels. And then in this year 2020, yep. Then we, ever since ever since the first one was Biden with Ukraine and Russia and the Gaza war. Those two wars was the first time we started releasing a lot of it, and then since then it's just been fucking straight down. We added a bunch of oil in the early 80s and the early 2000s. So Reagan and Bush, they added a fuck ton. Reagan went from about 265.
Fuck Reagan.
I get it, but he went from 265 to about 530 million barrels.
Wow.
And then Bush in like 2002 went from 560.
Well, yeah, we were buying.
Yeah, we were buying too at the time. Not really.
Oh yeah.
Dropping hard and fast towards zero.
Jeez.
We have steel.
Here's Japan. It's same thing. Absolutely plunging.
Oh my god. So Japan. So in March, before the war shit, they had about 350 million barrels of oil. Okay. Now they have about 10 million.
Wow.
They're almost out of, like, legitly out of oil.
Well,
So not only are these
surprise
reserves
me.
tiny relative to the hole they have to fill,
Jeez.
but they're only good for a few
Hence
months, and then they
why
are gone,
they're
man.
also
Which is
fuel efficient cars, unlike us assholes. That
Well,
the
that's why.
government
That's
tries
part
to
of the thing.
push.
Like, if we did have more EV shit, this shit wouldn't be affected.
No, it's not even that. It's just more K cars. You know, not having gigantic fucking small.
No, yeah,
dick
gas guzzlers.
trucks.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, for sure. Most of the world has.
Yeah, and have
regular
tiny
cars.
little fucking cars.
Well,
Yeah.
They have cars that they need. Like, unless you're a fucking like the farming people out there probably have trucks.
Yeah.
You know, like-
That's the only thing is like you actually got shit you got to haul on a regular. You get a truck license.
Right. Yep.
Exactly why everyone
Fucking
looked at all this
hate
and said,
trucks.
"Yeah, the world is ending." Until
They're so
a few weeks
fucking
in, people started to notice something weird happening.
Good afternoon, everyone.
So
or
a
good morning,
crossover.
or good
It's
evening,
fuck
or wherever you are.
crossovers.
This is from a conference call a business intelligence firm called Kepler held
Oh,
back
yeah.
in April,
It's
walking its
the,
clients through what was going on in the oil
slightly
market, and they focused on
more
one thing in
fuel
particular.
What's happening with
efficient
China,
sport
right? So I just
utility vehicle, but yet it still is for a four banger. You're still probably gonna get like 20 miles to the gallon if you're lucky.
Yeah. Well, I
Dude,
will
my
say
focus
well,
with the 4 was getting 36 miles to the gallon.
My one SUV probably gets 24, 25 on a good day.
That's a crossover.
Well,
that
it's-
is.
I don't have a crossover. It's a
not
Kia
even-
Telluride, whatever the fuck, but.
Oh, it's Telluride.
But that's not a
Yeah,
hybrid.
I
don't
know.
have a hybrid or nothing. It's just gas. Like,
Yeah. But Kias are Japanese and they are actually
Korean.
pretty
They're
damn
South
few.
Korea.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Kias are South Korea, so is Hyundai.
Mm-hmm.
Look
But
at
yeah,
China
but
monthly
they're
imports,
very
it's like-
fuel efficient. They use good motors.
Sure. I mean, I like Kia. That's why I bought it. So I agree.
Yeah.
Now,
China's oil
Except
imports,
for the
that's those
Kia
bars in the
boys.
chart, had suddenly
Fuck
dropped to
them.
half. Half.
See, and how long could that carry on?
I know those guys did not
The
seem
Kia
super
boys are
How
one
much
of
long-
the
how long-
top people on TikTok called to steal Kias
Mm-hmm.
and bypass.
Yeah. The number one supplier of oil to China, technically says others, okay, but country-wise is Saudi Arabia at 1.6 million barrels.
Wow. look at my
Russia,
fucking
Russia at 1.2 million barrels, and Brazil at
Wow.
1.1 million.
I wasn't figuring Brazil. I was thinking like more or less Venezuela, to be honest.
Venezuela is 500,000 barrels, so
Oh.
half of what Brazil
Huh.
gives them. But nobody, in the end, nobody wants Venezuela oil. It's the worst oil in the world. It's sludgy and gross. Costs so much money to refine it to make it actually usable and shit. Like, that's part of the reason why
that
Trump
was-
is finding out how hard it is with, we took over Venezuela. You don't hear about their oil no more, do you? Because it's not good.
Yeah.
How long could that carry on?
I know those guys did not seem super
Never
emotive
thought
about this.
about that.
You know,
Huh.
market analysts.
No, that's the beauty of it. America has the best oil. The
Yeah.
the Middle East has the second best oil. Russia has the third best oil, and Venezuela has the worst. Those are your four oil supplies in the world, which is only funny to think about. We only have 4, at least so far. We've only found 4 oil reserves in the world. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
How big the world is. You think there'd be more? Surprised they haven't found one in Europe. Like basically one in every continent.
Yeah, exactly. In Europe,
Well, I'm saying there should be one in Asia. You would think, like somewhere in
Yeah.
that world. Like
I know there's one in China somewhere.
which is
There's
funny.
gotta
Because
be one
only
in
thing I think, it makes me think, and I'm not sure it's true, but like, is that like the only parts of the world where dinosaurs hung out and shit? Like that time, like
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the Jurassic era, the Mesozoic era. Like, is that like the main cultures? So I don't know. I don't know if it's true. Or
You know
false.
the hot spots. Like the chill out where
Sure.
the cool dinosaurs hung out.
Sure, hell yeah, man. It was the bar.
Where the dinosaur bars were.
Yes, it was a fucking chili club, baby.
Fuck it, I miss that show.
Trust me when I say This discovery made people lose their minds. And let me give you some context for why.
All right, I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna head off too. I gotta work.
This shows
in the morning.
China's oil imports since 1980. And that rise is one of the biggest stories in the history of oil. This is where China surpassed the US as the world's biggest oil importer and just kept going. Oil has powered China's rise from the start. It fuels their factories, lights their cities. It's the engine of their economy. Yes, China has been building lots of solar and wind, but renewables like that still produce just a fraction of the power that they get from coal, gas, and especially oil, which is why it seemed impossible that right after the Iran war started, China's imports that have been rising for decades dropped overnight by half. This decline here, 5.5 million barrels a day, is equivalent to more than all of India's oil imports.
Jeez.
More than Europe's 5 biggest economies combined. This was the thing that saved the world, China. China took its imports and magically cut it by 5.5 million barrels a day.
They cut their oil intake by 5.5, like, not just the half.
Which means that what started as a 20 million barrel a day deficit from Hormuz closing is now, after all those alternate pipelines, plus emergency stockpiles, plus China doing whatever it's doing, means that deficit is now down to just 5 million barrels a day. And look, that's not great. That's still pretty serious. But everybody shaving 5% off of their oil usage instead of 20% is the difference between mass blackouts and economic collapse, which is what we thought we'd get, and a few months of higher gas prices, localized flight cancellations, and some gas lines in Southeast Asia, which is what we got instead. So yeah, I would call that basically saving the world, really thanks to this guy.
Yeah.
And before we go further, I want to thank our sponsor for enabling us to bring you this video. Sponsors are, some, but 7 p.m., 2 days, lots of register. You'll learn custom agents, talk about it on the channel. And there we go, because for you to learn how to attended by more than 10 million AI. But China has not said, get back to our story.
Yep.
But China has not said a thing. Hasn't acknowledged they're doing this, hasn't said how or why, just stopped importing oil by the largest amount any country has ever stopped importing oil. Poof, overnight cold turkeyed this substance that the entire industrialized world, and China especially, have made essential to their daily functioning for 100 years. And since China won't tell us how they did this, we're just gonna have to piece it together ourselves. Starting with a quiet change China made right at the start of the war. This article from 2 weeks into the war revealed that China had ordered a total ban on fuel exports. The context here is China has a huge refinery industry, and what it does is it turns raw crude oil into stuff like jet fuel and gasoline. And most of those fuels stay within China, but because they're good at it, they export a bunch of it to all over Asia. Until March, when China banned those refiners from exporting a drop of fuel. And at the time, everyone assumed this was to preempt a potential fuel shortage within China by building up stockpiles. And one reason I say assume is that this ban was imposed, that's right, in secret. That's why the story is credited to 4 sources with knowledge of the matter. That means off the record. But that assumption about why China was doing this was wrong. Turns out it wasn't to stockpile jet fuel or gasoline. It was because China was about to stop importing half of its oil, so those refineries were about to do a lot less refining. So rough math, I'm going to say that accounts for cutting about 500,000 barrels in daily demand out of the 5.5 million that China cut overall. Okay, next big move, and if you care about climate change or air quality, you're going to want to cover your ears here. Coal.
Yeah, makes sense. Sucks in a way.
This is from a few weeks before the war. Why China is building so many coal plants. And it found that China commissioned more than 50 large-scale plants last year alone. So once the war started, China spun a bunch of those plants online or pushed it.
Which is funny because, again, we all knew that this war was going to start because of fucking the Mar-a-Lago illegal case where he talked about he was going to bomb somebody, and we kind of assumed it was going to be Iran. So China must probably have the same information. They got better information. They fucking have Secret Service and shit like that, so that's funny. They probably knew a year ago, so they were preparing for this.
Its existing plants into overdrive, or probably both. But by April, it was burning a record amount of coal. China also figured out a way to use coal instead of oil to make plastics, which usually is a petroleum product. They also found a way to use coal to make fertilizer, which usually also is an oil byproduct. All of which allowed them to, say it with me, import less oil. And we're not sure the exact amount, but let's just say, and this is a guess, another 500,000 barrels. Now, by all accounts, life remained completely normal within China, like even more so than it did in the United States, where gas prices were crazy. But China did find some ways to nudge people to use less fossil fuels. According to this Wall Street Journal story, for example, after Chinese airlines canceled a bunch of internal flights and air passenger traffic declined about 6%, there was also a 5% rise in rail passenger traffic, meaning people just took the train. And by May, electric cars accounted for about a quarter of all vehicles on the road, up 33% from a year earlier. Now, China can't make and distribute 50 million new EVs overnight, but if you already got a large fleet in people's hands from years of subsidies, then when gas prices spike, because, say it with me, China stopped importing oil, people with gas cars will start carpooling, and their friend Xiaomi SU7 EV, they'll start taking the train, and gas consumption will go down. The effect of this one is hard.
Transportation, which we hate in America. because we have crazy people and we're afraid of everybody. So stupid. Like, that is what you should do with, instead of having so many cars on the road. Like, we should just have fucking trains go everywhere.
To measure, but let's just call it another 500,000 barrels. Remember, that is more than half of all the oil that France imports. It is a lot. But we're still not really close to explaining all 5.5 million in China's disappearing demand. And that's because we've got one big thing left. This is China's real secret weapon. And it's something that we, the world, did not know about until now. It's in silos, just like this. This is a chart of the world's largest oil reserves at the start of the war before they got used up. But there's one country missing here, China. And the size of China's oil reserve is, you guessed it, a state secret. But we can get a decent idea. These are some of China's crude oil silos. And the two main things to know about them are that they're really, really big, and that the domes on them go up and down based on how full they are. All of which is fully visible from space. There are people whose whole job is to count those silos and how full they are to track how much oil China has saved up. They have more sophisticated ways to check those numbers too, but the silo counting works pretty well. And those silos alone suggest China has 1.4 billion barrels saved up. That's more than every other country's stockpile added together. It would be enough to fill a 12-foot tank the size of Manhattan. And this is just the oil we know about. China also has oil stashed at factories and refineries around the country, and it's been building huge underground caverns to store oil away where no one can count it up. So actually, China might have way more than even the 1.4 billion barrels that we can see, which means China could use up, let's say, 4 million barrels a day from those reserves, and it would still take more than a year to run out. And maybe even a lot more, depending on how many of those caves it has. Now, I cannot tell you how crazy this is. India, for example, could live off of its stockpile for about 4 days. Europe's stockpile could serve it for maybe 10 or 20 days. And the US stockpile, which took decades to build up and is the envy of the world, would be good for 60 days, which is why, even with the US still importing from all sorts of sources outside the Middle East, Trump cried uncle 3 months into the war. So you can understand the shockwaves it sent when it turned out China, the world's biggest oil consumer, had saved up so much it could cut itself off from the world like this without breaking a sweat. But this raises a whole other question. How did China stow away this secret and impossibly huge universe of oil, a Manhattan of oil? Where did it all come from? And there are basically two answers to this. Answer number one is Iran, and answer number two is Russia.
Yeah? Well,
Let me explain.
The Iran and Libya sanctions bill I signed today will help to deny those countries the money they need to finance international terrorism.
1996, President Bill Clinton signs a law cutting off the world from buying Iranian oil. We'll get to how in a second. 2022, Russia invades Ukraine, and the head of the European Union makes a big announcement.
So today, we will propose to ban all Russian oil from Europe,
which the US and other big countries joined. All of which did, you know, it's easier actually if I show you on the board.
Yeah, get it for cheap.
So two of the world's biggest oil producers, Russia and Iran, were mostly cut off from this global oil market. All that oil sloshing around, stuck with nowhere to go, nobody to buy it. But when you know it, bit by bit, actually, let me show you this too on the board.
That's true.
Can a personal loan unlock your ambitions? Oh, yeah.
Because they got a war to fight, and since they have nobody to sell it to, it's fucking supply and demand.
China found a way to get all that forbidden Iranian and Russian oil. This is a report by a think tank called the Atlantic Council, tracking China's secret oil trade with Iran and Russia. And they did it by using dark fleet tankers that operate outside of maritime laws and obscure the operations. They rebrand the oil as Malaysian, funnel it through small independent refineries called teapots, and then route the money via smaller back alley financial institutions with names like Bank of Kunlun. But okay, if the world knows China is doing this, and all of this oil is supposedly under global economic sanctions that make it forbidden to buy it, then how does China get away with it? Well, it's by using their other secret weapon. This, China's currency, the renminbi, the yuan. And the reason that this works, that it's a magic hack, is because of something I didn't tell you about earlier about this global oil market. All of it, all of this oil is traded in this,
dollars.
US dollars.
Petrodollars.
A couple of fine fellas we got up here on the board. All of the sales, all of the purchases, it's all in US dollars. And the reason for this is that oil trades, remember, happen between countries. But it would be chaos if every country paid every other country in a different currency. Nobody would know what the real price was. And oil exporters would be stuck with this grab bag of 100 foreign currencies that they wouldn't be able to use. But everybody can use US dollars. Everybody wants US dollars. They're a safe way to save your country's oil revenues because the dollar is stable. Every other country accepts it in trade. And trading all in one currency means there's just one price, which is what you need for a unified global market to function. But this gives the US a lot of power because trading in US dollars means those transactions have to be processed by a US-based bank, which means the US government can tell those banks to block oil trades in any country it doesn't like. People truly do not realize how much US global power comes from these little greenbacks. But this means China and Russia and Iran were able to bypass this whole system by using a different currency, China's currency, to process the sales. This makes these oil trades basically invisible to the US financial system and therefore the US government, which means the US can't block it from happening. And if you're wondering why more countries don't do this kind of thing, it's because they don't have a currency Iran or Russia or whoever would want. The renminbi can't do everything the dollar can do, but it can buy stuff from China. And China is the world's largest exporter of stuff. So that currency is still useful enough for Iran and Russia to go to the trouble. Probably the only other currencies in the world valuable enough to do this are the Japanese yen and the euro. But Japan and the European Union are big supporters of sanctions on Iran and Russia, so they wouldn't want to do this. So it is really just China that can pull this off. And being the only willing buyer of Iran and Russia's oil means they get a big discount, which is how they were able to quietly stock up 1 billion plus barrels of probably mostly Iranian and Russian oil so they could magically stop importing enough oil for enough time to basically save the world. So that is how China saved you, me, the global economy, and especially the United States and Donald Trump from the largest oil shock in history. But that still leaves us the question of why. Like, I'm more curious than ever. Why? Why would they bail us out, and why would they do it in total silence? And to answer this, we are going to need the other side of the board. So we're going to use the board to go through 4 theories for why China did this that I think all have some merit and some evidence to them. But first I want to rule out 2 that I think don't scan. Number 1, probably the one you've been shouting at your screen for the last 10 minutes because it seems so obvious, is that China did this. China stopped importing oil just to protect themselves from high oil prices. But you know what? This one
You think not?
doesn't hold up. Here's why in one number. $74. That is the average replacement price on China's oil reserves that they have been burning up. Here's the price of oil over the last 6 months. And here's where the price dropped below $74. If China was just trying to protect itself from price shocks, this is the point that they would have started buying again. They would have actually made a profit by buying at this price. But they didn't. They just kept burning reserves, which means they had some other motive, right? So, second wrong theory we need to rule out. This was all a soft power play for global goodwill. I'm sorry about the panda. I know it's a total cliche. When you Google image search Chinese soft power, this is the first thing that comes up. So, I don't know. I went with it. Anyway.
Soft power, I mean, again, that's what the BRICS nations, again, Brazil, Iran, Russia, China. There's a few other, Australia. I can't remember anymore. But this is part of their plan in the sense. India, along with 8 others. There's your BRICS originally, and South Africa, Ethiopia, Iran, UAE. I guess Russia's not a part of it yet. Wait, yeah, they are. What am I stupid? Yeah. Oh, Iran, yeah, that's. I always think Iran, it's India, technically, was the first die. But either way, this has been a part of their fucking plan.
It's also wrong. This soft power theory does not square with China's big ban against its refineries exporting jet fuel or gasoline, because this really hurt the neighbors in Asia who count on China for that stuff and are the exact countries China most wants to improve its standing with. For another thing, remember China did all this and didn't talk about it. If you save the world to make countries like you, wouldn't you, I don't know, mention it at least once instead of hiding it in secrecy? So these theories, I think these are out. So now let's look at the theories that do make sense, starting with the big one, Taiwan. Here's Asia, and here's the Strait of Hormuz, which we learned controls 20% of the world's oil flows. And now this is the Strait of Malacca, even narrower, even easier to close. The ships that go through here carry 80% of all China's oil. And in any war scenario with Taiwan, one of the very first things that happens is the US uses its naval supremacy to close Malacca, like Iran closed Hormuz, shutting off China from outside oil and bringing China to its knees.
But now they have a backup reserve, is that what they're saying?
So yeah, pretty powerful, right? Defeat China without ever coming within 1,000 miles of it. And this has obsessed China's leaders for decades. They actually have a name for it. They call it the Malacca Dilemma. And it applies to any war scenario with the US, but Taiwan is probably the likeliest. So how can you neutralize the threat of suddenly losing access to outside oil? Well, one way is to build up renewable power sources like wind and solar, which, yeah, check, China has been doing. Sure. Another is burning more coal, check. But the best way is to stockpile so much oil in advance that you can go without imports for a year and keep the lights on for as long as the war takes. Under this theory, China had this whole no oil plan ready in case of war, but they pulled it off now both because they could, and maybe as a little demonstration to the US and Taiwan that the Malacca problem is kind of solved just to threaten them anymore, so don't expect them to hold them back. Okay, ready for theory number 2? Leverage with Donald Trump. Trump and Xi actually just had a big one-on-one summit in May. And, you know, watching this, it's not hard to imagine Xi telling him, hey, Donald, I'm single-handedly saving your economy right now by absorbing the oil shock so it doesn't hit the United States. So you want me to keep this up? You better make it worth my while. Because he knows if there's one thing Trump has shown he's sensitive to, it's the price of oil. Now, nobody can prove this happened. Yeah, a few weeks beforehand, the US did withdraw a bunch of missile defense and other weapons from China's periphery, which China liked to use in the Middle East, but that might be a coincidence. I would consider this the softest theory. Still, as long as the war goes on, Xi Jinping really could nuke the US economy anytime he wants by resuming Chinese oil imports and exhausting global supplies. Did he remind Trump of that fact when they met? You know, we don't know. know. If you're still watching, you probably want to understand the world better.
I don't know
And so
if
do the
that's
thousands of
it,
members
but
and a
maybe.
lot more. You can start basically
Other people enjoy the
I don't know
celebration.
if I agree with that theory.
I enjoy
Maybe.
the preparation.
everything in the world. Every country, everything in the world. Manufacturing and export based. And check it out at newpress.com/questions. And the link is in the description. Now, let's get back to it. Okay, theory number 3, and I'm pretty partial to this one. Protecting China's export-based economy.
That makes sense. 'Cause that's
China's
a
economy,
fuck
like
ton
we
of
said,
money.
centers on manufacturing and exporting basically everything in the world. Here's every country China exports to, scaled by overall value. Now let's cross out all the countries whose economy would implode in a sustained oil shock. This one, probably these guys, definitely the Europeans. Yep,
Yeah,
here.
that's why. I
Okay,
mean, that
well,
makes
China
sense.
just lost half of its export market and a bunch of its economy with it.
Yep. So it would hurt them too. That makes sense.
Or that's what would have happened if China hadn't propped everyone up for 3 months by absorbing the oil shock. Now, I can't prove that's why they did it, but I do think it would make a lot of sense. Okay,
That
theory
one
number
is
4.
actually pretty
They did this to prove to the world that China now controls the global price of oil. I had to print this out on my home printer because the photo printer stopped working. That's why the Chinese flag is purple. I don't know. My apologies to China.
They don't control it.
Credit for this theory goes to a Bloomberg columnist named Javier Blas,
Because in
who
the end,
argued this was
honestly,
China.
Where they get props, China is wind and solar, but like that's actually the new thing. We should all be trying to get more wind and solar so we get off oil. So that's how you fucking control. I mean, you can't get off it all the way. I get all that, but like use it just for the main things. And like I said, people's houses, like if you don't have trees and shit, you should fucking be able to supply your own energy with your own solar panels or wind farms and all this shit, and just save the big fucking systems for the big shit. Well, now it seems to be data centers and shit, but like that's the way to do it.
China unveiling its powerful new oil price weapon. He compares it to the 1973 oil shock, when Arab oil states like Saudi Arabia and some others shut off oil to the US, a power that got termed the Arab oil weapon and made those states a global player ever since. And he argues that, yeah, on some level this was probably about Taiwan and Malacca. But if China proved that it can flip 5% of the world's oil demand on and off like a switch, that gives them Saudi Arabia level influence over the world's most valuable resource, which gives them a lot of leverage over any country that buys a lot of oil or that sells a lot of oil, which is pretty much all of them. I think there's probably some truth to all 4 of these series, right? I don't think they're mutually exclusive. Now, we don't know enough. We can't peer inside Xi Jinping's head and know like which one is the truest, but I think if you look at these 4 together, you have a pretty good understanding of why China did this. So, okay, so the question now is what does all this add up to? What does it change about our world? And we, the world, learned a few new things here. 1, China has neutralized the so-called Malacca dilemma that would have allowed the U.S. Navy to shut down their economy. And that makes war with the U.S. more bearable for China, and an invasion of Taiwan, therefore, more likely. And 2, China now has a lot of control over global oil prices, although I don't think we yet know how they would use that power, except how they did here to blunt a global oil shock. But, you know, the Iran war is still at a low boil, which means as long as Hormuz is at threat of closing or partially closed, Xi Jinping has a lot of leverage over the United States. He has that button on his desk that says nuke U.S. economy. And along those lines, the U.S., China's big rival, it came out of this war weakened on the world stage in a lot of different ways that we talked about in the last video.
Yeah.
Russia, meanwhile, is still mired in Ukraine. That means that among the major world powers, China is looking pretty good right now, which is part of why there is a growing consensus that the war's real winner was China. China won, they're the winner, China's the big winner here, China wins. This is a little too clever, I think. Iran won the Iran war, but China did win something very, very big. And it's easy to explain if I put it on the board for you. So forever and ever, these have been the 3 world powers of oil for like the last century. The US, Saudi Arabia, Russia. They are the 3 biggest producers in the world by far. The US guarantees free flow of oil in the world's oceans and controls the US dollar. Saudi Arabia is the de facto leader of OPEC, the alliance of oil-producing states. And Russia, in addition to being a world power and a huge exporter, controls land-based oil flows across a bunch of Europe and Asia. But this era might be over, or at least starting to end. The US proved in the Iran war that it cannot guarantee the global free flow of oil anymore. And Russia is under global sanction and can barely sell its own oil. So these 2 powers might be out. And who displaced them? Well, arguably, one of them is Iran, which is not the world's biggest producer, they're ranked 7th, but they prove that they can unilaterally turn on or off 20% of the world's oil supply, and nobody can stop them.
Yeah, that's true. They done fucked up.
And the other new global oil power, I think you know where this is going. think you can make an argument for China. You know, they kind of control the price of oil now, or at least have huge influence over it because they can switch 5% of global demand on and off, and because they were able to do what the United States wasn't in this war, and secure sufficient flows of the world's most important resource single-handedly.
They must have been buying a fuck ton during the Ukraine war. Like I said, like that's when we started using our reserves. When we were using our reserves, they were building theirs. That's probably the biggest difference.
Handedly saving the oil-burning world from disaster. That sounds like the behavior of a global oil power to me. Now, I don't know what China wants to do with that power. I mean, we have some educated guesses, obviously, but they're not telling us. They might not even know. They might have themselves just discovered how powerful they are here right along with the rest of us. But one thing is for sure. Now that they have this power, they've demonstrated it, they've proven to the world that they have it, I am certain this will not be the last time that we see it deployed.
That's a good video. I agree with some of it, not all of it. But China is a big player. China's a fucking huge player. Yeah, they must have been. I wonder how long. They must have been buying this for at least the last 15 years. They had it buy before even Russia, Ukraine. I don't know. I'll have to look into that later, but I gotta go.